Sometimes you gotta let them go. I know it's hard, but you're better on your own. I know the sky's got you feeling all alone. I know it's hard, but you gotta let them go. Say it with me, everything is okay. But you gotta let them go. I know it's hard, but you're better on your own. Yeah, on your own. Yeah. All these feelings kept, I wanna be over it, but something deep inside makes me feel alone again. They were in my life, never got that closure yet. Push the pain aside, it's heavy when I'm sober, yeah. Turn my thoughts off, I'm over it. 2 shots too deep, I'm alone again. This ain't healthy, she's never helped me, and that's why sometimes you gotta let them go. I know it's hard, but you're better on your own. I know the sky's got you feeling all alone. I know it's hard, but you gotta let them go. Say it with me, everything is okay.
Sorry about that. Peace and blessings, everyone. It's Coach Ed here. As I like to say, the sexiest fat man that you guys will ever know. Here to talk about a little football, UFL action, United Football League action. 2 of the top teams in the UFL coming to play today. You're going to have the St. Louis Battlehawks, who are 5-1, traveling to Birmingham to take on the Birmingham Stallions, who are actually 6-0, and it's going to be a great matchup. I've been following a little bit of the UFL as we've gone along, and I love springtime football, been a fan of it for years. So each team are led by top quarterbacks. In terms of the positioning of the 2 teams, St. Louis has the #1 offense in the UFL, so they're very prolific. They're led by quarterback AJ McCarron. Now, for those of you who know, AJ McCarron used to play at Alabama back in 2019 to 2009 to 2013. He's been around a little bit in the NFL with Cincinnati, Buffalo, the Raiders, the Texans, Falcons. Then he took a little hiatus, and then he's been with the Battlehawks the last 2 years. Also was in Cincinnati's training camp. So he's a 33-year-old quarterback. He's 6'3", 220 pounds. I mean, in terms of college at Alabama, I mean, he's thrown for over 9,000 yards, 77 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. So he's a pretty decent-sized quarterback. It's very smart, knows how to play the game and manage the game very well. So definitely a quarterback that leads St. Louis very well in terms of their own overall ability. Now, in terms of the Stallions, they're led by Adrian Martinez. Now, Adrian Martinez, last year he was in Detroit's training camp. Didn't make the final roster, but in college he started at Nebraska for a couple years before he transferred over to Kansas State. Now he's also thrown for 9,700 yards in total passing yards. He's also rushed for over 2,900 yards. He's had a total of 51 passing touchdowns, 31 interceptions, and then on the ground, he's rushed for 45 touchdowns. Now, he stands at 6'2", 220 pounds. He's from Fresno, California. So, but he's definitely been around, played in a few different offenses there in college. So, definitely going to be a very intriguing game, and I'm really excited to see what stands up. The Stallions, they are one of the top teams in the UFL, actually in the spring league, because when they were in the USFL, they ended up winning the title there. Their head coach is Skip Holtz, son of the famous Lou Holtz. But again, he does a great job in having his organization set, sound, and running and playing with great fundamentals. It's going to be exciting. They have a very physical and a very sound defense. Anytime I watch them, I marvel at their defense and the way they play. Both teams have players who have had little a sip of coffee in the NFL. So St. Louis, their head coach is former Jets tight end Anthony Beck. Both coaches are very well versed. Beck did a great job last year in his first year leading St. Louis. So it's going to be very exciting. But before I really get into it, thanks everyone for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys doing so. If you're new to my channel, first of all, make sure you guys like today's episode. If you're new to my channel, make sure you go over to Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports on YouTube. Click that like button. Also on the Hardcore Sports Network, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe. And also hit the notifications so you know when new content comes out. And everyone always share on all your social media platforms. That gets the network out there, that gets my channel out there, and continues to help it grow. So I really appreciate everyone for being here. Thanks for Daniel Berry. You're a great supporter, always following around and being there for me. Happy Saturday to everyone. And what I call, he's the point guard of the Hardcore Sports Network, Mitch. Have a great stream, Coach. Thank you. Same to you, brother. I know you're probably doing the basketball game, so have a great stream there for you. And those of you who don't know about the Hardcore Sports Network covers everything, whether it's NFL, as I'm doing, UFL, basketball, college, pro sports, wrestling, women's sports. I cover the WNBA, women's sports, going to be covering the Olympics. We do everything. So make sure that you tap in. Doesn't matter. Fan bases throughout the whole country on all sports. Doesn't matter if you're on the West Coast, on the East Coast, right here. We bring it to you, whether collectively or individually. Thanks for being here, Jacob. I appreciate you always being there to support me. But again, I'm really excited about this game, like I said, in terms of each team. St. Louis, they have a great fan base. They always seem to sell out their games whenever they play at home. But they just seem to have this grit. It represents Anthony Beck, and he has great excitement. The players are also excited. McCarron is doing a great job in leading their offense and directing them, just like he did when he was at Alabama. He did a great job down there playing under Coach Saban. And was he under Saban? I think he was under. No, he wasn't under. Yeah, he was under Saban. So he was there and he helped that program grow. But he's doing a great job here in the UFL, leading this team. And then Martinez, young developing quarterback. But, he sits well in the pocket. He will deliver the ball, but he'll take off. So that's going to be something that St. Louis is going to have to make sure that they pay attention to, because if they don't, if they sit back, next thing you know, Martinez is going to be taking off. And he's like a running back there. He can also make people miss, but he'll also dip his shoulder and run over guys if he needs to. So, McCarron, while he's not a running quarterback, he knows how to manipulate the pocket to avoid the rush and get the ball downfield. Now, he doesn't have an explosive arm, but he has a good enough arm to make all the passes that are necessary in terms of getting the pass downfield. So now make sure, everyone, if you have any questions or you want to add, your thoughts in reference to the game, please join the chat. Let me know what you guys think, what's going on in your mind. This is also, your venture. We're doing this together. As my little scrolling says down there, we want to turn it on and turn it up. So let's have a great time in terms of enjoying this great UFL action. And that's one of the things that I've loved, whether it was the XFL originally or the UFL, and now this joint venture. Originally, they had the New Jersey Generals in the UFL. I go all the way back to the first venture with the UFL back in the 1980s, and I've always followed them. And, I've loved spring football. When I did minor league semi-pro football when I was coaching, I've also done spring coaching football. So it's something that's in my head. Also in terms of high school football, there are a lot of high schools that do springtime football. So it's something that I've always become accustomed to, and I love it. I really love springtime football. One gives me football all year round. I mean, that's the beauty of it. It's not just, hey, once the NFL or college is over with or high school, you're basically done. I still have football. You also have guys who, may have not made the cut in the NFL. They're playing here, or you had former players who, their time is basically done in the NFL, and then they come here and they play. They still play for the love of the game. So, that's the beauty of springtime football. It gives you so much. You have young coaches who are developing, to become coordinators or coaches at the next level. Even officials. We all complain about the officials. It doesn't matter what level we're at. We all complain about the officials. Well, this allows young officials to develop and move on up. So, hey, Tony, men's cool. I hope I didn't butcher your name. Thanks for tapping in. Make sure you hit that like button. But, like I said, springtime football, it's a beautiful thing for me. So, and I hope you guys who are here, watching the game with me, I hope you can appreciate springtime football. Shout out to The Rock and his partners for bringing this together. Shout out to the television programmings, different channels that it's on, allowing us to see this game and to follow our football heroes. No matter what, we still get to see, our football heroes out there competing. And then no matter who you're rooting for, whether it's the Battlehawks, whether it's the Stallions, whether it's, someone else down in Tampa Bay or in Memphis, wherever, no matter who you're rooting for, just appreciate the game of football and what it brings and what it does. Now there are going to be some rules that we all have to get adjusted to and accustomed to. One of the rules that I've sat and I've watched, and it's a great strategy. It's the onside. You can either go for, I believe it's 4th and 20 if you want, but you have to acknowledge it, or you just go ahead and kick the ball like you normally do. But, that's one strategy that I like watching. One of the things that I notice, or I believe that they do, there's something with the football or the yard to gain where they can identify if the football is there. I don't know if they put some type of chip in the football and then it lines up with the yardsticks. But I believe that's what it was. If someone is familiar in the chat, just confirm that, for me, that, that's what they have in terms of the football. So, but, it's UFL action. I really love it. So I don't know where you guys are watching it from. I'm here in the New York tri-state area, here in Jersey, not too far from MetLife Stadium. So, but I'm really excited, for this game to get going and to see what's going to happen and see who's going to come out victorious and who's going to grab command of the UFL. Is it going to be Birmingham? They're undefeated. In terms of their abilities and their play. Let me correct something here. Or is it going to be the Battlehawks? I kind of like the Battlehawks. If you want to say I'm a little homer, okay, I'm a little homer for the Battlehawks. I really like the Battlehawks. Again, like I said, one, because of the color scheme. I've had a team that kind of closely aligned to the color scheme, and that just drew me in. And and the name itself, Battlehawks, was different, was intriguing. So I said, okay, I like that. I like that. I've played against Stallions and other teams, but hey, Battlehawks kind of grabbed me, and I said, okay. I've been watching them even when I was a Generals fan. I kind of watched them from the side, but hey, I really like them and I really appreciate them. So soon the game will be coming on. This programming is going on, so I'm just waiting for the show the actual start. I don't know who's going to be calling the game, so you guys will be able to hear it. I don't hear it, so I won't be able to hear what they're actually saying. But I'll be able to see the game and call it for you. Tell you what I'm seeing, and I'll also give you my thoughts and my perspectives. Tell you what I might do in certain situations. You're getting it from a different coach. I mean, I've coached, been in the coaching business since 1981 at many different levels. Done arena football, indoor football, indoor arena style, however you want to categorize it. High school, minor league, semi-pro, youth football, college prep. I've been everywhere. I just, I haven't been to major college and I haven't done the NFL, but, hey, what's up, Grega? Thanks for tapping in. Appreciate you for always being here and being supportive as always. Again, thank you. So, but here we go. They're already showing the coaches and now talking about Skip Holtz. So, that blue and silver with the Battlehawks, just like I said, really kind of grabs me, kind of reminds me of, excuse me, the college team I played for back in the day. So, but let's see what's going to happen. That's Adrian Martinez and now AJ McCarron. Like I said, they have the number one offense, and the Stallions, a dynasty as they're calling them because of their titles. I believe they've won 2 or 3 titles during their time, so which is why they kind of do call them a dynasty. Gregor, right now, I'm not physically able to. I'm hoping that I can get things situated so I can get back out on the field, even if it's coaching kids, but if not, I've looked into probably getting into, personal training with someone else where, we've talked about it and starting up a partnership because I can still give my mental aspects of coaching and I can see things, I can watch the techniques and, give you my perspectives and, in terms of the game itself and in terms of the positions, because that's one of the things that I will admit that I've always prided myself on is my mental approach to the game of football. Whether I'm coaching a position, how do you combat and counter the opposite player's moves? Birmingham, there you go, 6-0, 4-0 in their conference. St. Louis is 5-1 in overall and 3-0 in their conference. So, but again, like I was saying, Gregor, but I've coached every position. It doesn't matter. I've even coached the kickers, special teams. I've been a coordinator, been a head coach. I've coached everything. I've gone, like I said, kids to grown men. I've coached it all. And, hopefully one day, the Most High permitting, I can, get over what I'm dealing with and I can get stronger and I can get back out there on the football field. Just love being out there on the football field. It's nothing like it, whether I'm, calling the plays and I'm focused on the chess match or, helping young players, as they develop the game or even as the head coach, monitoring the game itself and managing the game and helping the team win. I mean, I love it. Like I said, I played it. Coached at many different levels, played college, played minor league, semi-pro. It's a beautiful thing. Yes, I've won championships. I've been on some losing teams, challenged, to improve the next year and done that. So I've been a part of some great guys. Even till this day, there are several guys who, still check on the old coach, call me, text me, whatever. Doesn't matter. But again, I love it. I love the game of football. It's for me the ultimate sport. I know there's going to be debates, and hey, whatever your personal opinion is, I respect it. Mine is football is the ultimate team sport. It's contingent on everyone doing their job. And whether you're the quarterback, and everyone says, oh, the quarterback is the most important position, but the quarterback can't do much if, your receivers aren't catching or your line isn't blocking. But again, that's just me. That's my little tirade. No, I'm saying the wrong word. That's just my little soliloquy. But thanks for that. Hey, That's why it says Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports. Sports is amazing. So it's not just football. It doesn't matter if it's tennis, swimming, the Olympics. It doesn't matter. Track and field. I just love sports. It's been a big part of my life, at all different levels. So basketball, baseball, football, never played hockey. You're not going to get a 350-pound sexy fat guy on skates. I'm sorry, on ice skates. Not me. Not this one. No. That's one sport I will admit I know I cannot play. So, and I don't think I ever would have been able to do it if I was physically able to, because skating is just not my thing. So, but that's for another day. So, but looking here, just seeing the fans, looks like those are Battlehawks fans. Yeah, those are looks like they have a good looks like they have a good following in terms of the Battlehawks. Caw, as they say from St. Louis. Yes, I'll be watching the Summer Olympics. We're probably going to be streaming. I'll probably be with some guys streaming some of the games there, events. Whether it's I don't care what it is, track and field, water polo. Like I said, I love the Olympics. I love competition. I'm a competitor, man. That's ultimately what it boils down to. I love to compete. I hate to lose, but I respect the games themselves and I respect the competition. Someone has to win, someone will lose. So, but right now they're talking to McCarron. That looks like the DC of Birmingham. So just waiting to see who's going to get the toss. And I'm sorry, who's going to get first ball, and who's receiving the football first. So, but again, make sure you guys, hit me up in the comments, whatever you have to say to add, what you're seeing. So, who had the most yards? Okay, they're just talking about, I guess, who has the most yards. Can't really tell what they're saying. So, you guys, if you had, looks like Birmingham will be kicking off to St. Louis. So, they're kicking off from the 20-yard line, and Birmingham is set. The kicker basically is setting himself. What do you think of the UFL league? I like it. And the ball is off. And he's kicking it down. Return from the 15. Barrel left and brought the ball up to about the 39-yard line, being brought down by two Birmingham defenders. And that's where AJ McCarron will bring his offense out. And it looks like they're going to start. He has a 60% completion rate, 1,300 yards, 13 touchdowns, a 103.5 passer rating. So it looks like that's there in the UFL. So right now, St. Louis comes out. Looks like they have the running back and right now there's a little bit of confusion. Play clock is at 10. Right now they're going 3-by-1, 3 to the left side, motion out, and ball is snapped. He's dropping back. Quick pitch to the running back, ball's in the ground, incomplete pass. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. So 2nd and 10 for the Battlehawks. Players to watch: Jacob Sailors, Hakeem Butler, Carlos Davis, and Hakavia Tizenzo are the players for each respective side for St. Louis and Birmingham. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 at about the 39-yard line. St. Louis is in an empty set, 3-by-2, orbit across to going left. Good pitch. And looks like it's a pickup of about 7 yards. So that's going to put it at about a 3rd and 3. So if he's at about the 7 yards, should put him at about the 40. Let me see where they're spotting the board. Looks like it's going to be about the 42, 43. Let me see. All right, they're marking it as a 3rd and 2 for St. Louis. So clock is marked. 10 seconds on the play clock. They're at the 47-yard line. They're in a 1-by-3 set. Running back to the right, dropping back to pass. AJ McCarron with the deep pass, and that was incomplete right through the receiver's hands. Should have made a better play on that. I know he had clear leverage. We should have understood you had over the top help, and he was going to get it. So now they're showing the 3 set, and it looks like it's a smash route concept. And yeah, he was a little bit lazy with that because that was right there in his hands. He should have had that. So it's going to be a 4th and 2 for St. Louis. So they're lined up in the punt from their own 47-yard line. Birmingham's in what I call a prevent set, just in case St. Louis fakes it. But what we're going to see is the ball is set, punted, and Birmingham is going to receive the ball at their 10-yard line. And he dropped back, and he looks like he lost a yard or 2. So where do they mark it? Martinez is coming out. So right now it's Birmingham will be taking over where they watch players who will march. Peter, I'm not even going to say it, Travis Feeney, Ricky Pearson, and Marlon Williams. I think Williams played with the Generals either last year or the year before last, if I'm not mistaken, as a wide receiver. But again, Birmingham will be having their set coming out, and they're at their 9-yard line. So when he did receive, he lost a yard. Inside run, and looks like it's going to be a pickup of about 3 yards for Birmingham. So that's the one thing I do know about Birmingham. They do try to run a little bit more to establish the tempo. Martinez, 59% completion rate, 971, 7 touchdowns, 1 interception, 108 rating, and 327 rushing yards as a quarterback. So, like I said, he's a mobile quarterback. Birmingham comes out now, and where are they? They're in an empty set, empty to the left, and looks like St. Louis is showing that they're coming in the blitz. St. Louis looks like they're faking. They're coming, and there's the completion to the right on a quick hitch. Receiver went low. It was a low pass, and it looks like it's going to be 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3 for Birmingham. Coach Holt's calling in the play to Martinez. 22 seconds on the play clock, 3rd and 3, 11:52 on the game clock. 3rd down percentage, Birmingham is second at 47%. So it looks like they're doing a good job. They're 2-by-2 back to the left in a 3rd and 3 set. Ball is snapped. Looks like, and there he is, and he's sacked. Oh, big sack by number 7 from St. Louis. The pocket collapsed on him. Martinez was hesitated on the hitch route to the right, and that allowed the sack to get there. So that's going to force Birmingham to punt. And the replay is showing they just rolled a cover single high. Yeah, they played man with a buzz underneath, and that allowed for the sack to get there. And even the front part of the pocket collapsed. So right now, Birmingham is waiting to punt. Here's the punt. The punt is away, and it looks like it is going to the right from the 10, picked at their own 31-yard line, and returned to about the 47-yard line, 48-yard line. So do we have a flag on the play? Just waiting to see. Going to a timeout. Looks can't tell if it was a penalty on the play, but we'll wait and see when we come back. But St. Louis will be getting the offense when they come back. Right now, simple chess match, kind of filling each other out. What is each team going to do? St. Louis has had the opportunity, playing close to the midfield. Birmingham, conversely, is playing deep in their own territory. So there's only but so much that you can do at certain situations. I do think that they should have stayed with the run game when they went the first time, picked up 3 yards, set it up to be a 3rd and 4, because then you can also incorporate Martinez's legs, especially if you ran again and you picked up another 3-4 yards. Get to a 3rd and 3 where, you know what, you can even do an RPO type action. Get Martinez rolling out and give him the pass run option. But that's something that you want to monitor as the game goes on. I mean, I understand it's the first series, but again, pretty standard feel of the game for both sides of the ball. I mean, both teams. So, but again, like I said, I like that. I mean, again, you're seeing good, simple actions for both teams. That sack was big for St. Louis. Especially when you force them to punt the ball and you're getting the ball pretty much close to midfield. So, as a coach, what you want to do is, maybe on first down, if you do run it, try and see if you can hit the edge on Birmingham, see if you can get to the outside. And if you can, cross midfield to see where you position yourself and then try and see, if you can get downfield. Now, the missed pass also showed that, hey, they're able to, in some regards, scheme certain things open. So, and, they rolled single high, but, if he caught it, then that's a different story. But now that's something that you make a note of and keep it in the back of your mind for later on. So, but we'll be coming back to action in just a little bit, just waiting to see what's going on. But, hey, what do you guys think? What's your thoughts so far about the action right now in the game? So make sure you guys stay on top and let me know. AJ McCarron there with a big family. So looks like St. Louis is, they're right there at their 47-yard line. A lot of movement. They're 1-by-3, back offset to the quarterback's left. Looks like Birmingham is showing single high, and they're doing a loop out to the running back. A flare with the offensive lineman scooping out. Good pickup there. And it looks like it's going to be a first down. We got a flag on the play, so let's see what the flag is first. Okay, we got a flag on the play, so what's the call? But I did like that play. That was a good play. That was a good design, getting the back outside and the flare. But let's see what the referee says. We have a holding on the offense. So it's going to be a 10-yard penalty, but where's the penalty from? Is it from the line of scrimmage or is it downfield? Because I did see them say it was downfield. So here's the replay. It's showing the tackle slipping out. And I don't know where the hold is. So it looks like his second is 17. So I guess they said number 11 held. If that is the case, I don't agree with that. But Birmingham looks like they're in the cover 2 and quickly set, drop back, had a simple sit route right in the quarterback's face, pick up, looks like it's about, 6 yards, 5 yards. Going to be a second down for St. Louis. Again, Birmingham looked like they were in the cover 2. Oh, he picked up about 8 yards. So that's exactly what you want to do on first down. Try and stay in. You're already behind the sticks, so you want to work to get in front of the sticks, even if it's 1 yard. Birmingham is showing they're too high. St. Louis is 2-by-1 tight end in. They're rolling the back down. And they tried to go outside zone, but deep penetration by Birmingham for a tackle of loss in the backfield. So it's going to be a third down for St. Louis. So let's see what happened here. They tried to hinge with the backside tackle. I'm sorry, that's not a smart call. That's because of the interior defensive lineman's alignment. That was going to be hard for that tight end, especially if he's not a blocking tight end. So, if anything, you should have used the tight end to pull out to be a lead. Right now, it's an empty set 2-by-3 for St. Louis. They're dropping back. McCarron and interception! Bad pass by AJ McCarron, and there it is, picked off by number 32. And brought back to the St. Louis 31-yard line. I don't know what happened because that receiver did look like he was open, and it looks like McCarron was behind him. That's a big turnover there for St. Louis because you're setting up Birmingham deep inside your territory. Looks like they're already going to be in field goal position. So right now, Birmingham looks like they were in the cover 2. McCarron dropped back. He threw it too far in front. Either that receiver was he slipped coming out of the break. Oh, okay. Because it was a timing pattern. So if he wasn't a slip, then that receiver probably would have made a play on the football. So that was the right read. That was just a bad, unfortunate situation for St. Louis. Good pickup by Birmingham. And they're going to be starting at the St. Louis 31-yard line, 1st and 10. 8:49 left in the first quarter. Birmingham is lined up 3-by-2 back to quarterback's left or switch. Now he switched over to the left. Martinez is there on the pass. And looks like a pickup of about 12 yards for Birmingham, down to about the 19-yard line of St. Louis. Martinez had plenty of time just sitting back there and reading the defense. St. Louis was just in a soft zone, which allowed for the opening underneath. So, and the offensive line gave Martinez plenty of spacing to make a play. Now it's 1-by-3. Back is off to the quarterback's right. It's probably going to be an inside run. There it is, inside zone. Bounce to the outside by number 11, and looks like it's a pickup of about 9 yards. There's going to be a flag on the play. Let's see what the flag is going to be right now. But that was a good run by Birmingham. You got a holding on Birmingham. So it's going to bring it back, and that's going to be a 10-yard loss. Holding on one of the offensive linemen for Birmingham. So where does that move them? So it was looks like previously it's going to be a 1st and 20. So it's going to be from the line of scrimmage. So right now Birmingham is lined up. Looks like they're going empty. Is it empty left, empty right? With the empty right, 2-by-3. They're at the 29-yard line of St. Louis. St. Louis looks like they're coming hot. They're coming hot. Martinez bounced to the outside, and now he's taking off. Has plenty of space, and he picked up about 21 yards. There's bad contain on the backside for the St. Louis. Too many mistakes already put in Birmingham in a 1st and goal situation. You could tell that they were coming. It looks like they went cover 0. Yeah, they went cover 0, and whoever it was on that backside should have read and should have been there. So great job by Martinez to read that, identify, and then take off and run. So I forgot the UFL. They have the right now it's 2-by-2 tight set off to the right. Martinez drops back. And they're coming back, dropping back again to pass. And pass into the end zone, incomplete. Looks like it's a deflection by number 32, Cole. Good play by St. Louis. And they came up. They're reading perfectly. They're playing it right. And they went with a smash route concept. And, yeah, he just went right on. He undercut it. He was trying to say he got interfered, but he did not get interfered. He just had his hand in with a field. That's a soft field. There's no impediment of the receiver. So, but in the UFL, they use the drones to, give you an up high and to follow the play as you go downfield. What's going on? I can't tell if there's a flag on the play. They get to challenge that. That's a good thing, dear. So, what's up, John Cardinale? Thanks for tapping in. Make sure you hit the like button for the Hardcore Sports Network and Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports. Yeah, I'm rocking with you. I like the Battlehawks. So, but again, like I said, I don't think that was interference right there. He did not impede or interfere in any way. He just had his arm sticking in to play the hands. That's what we like to teach our defensive backs. You shoot the hands. You play the hands. When the hands come out, just have your hands in the middle. Again, he did not impede. He did not interfere or anything. He was there right at the right time. So it's called the Super Challenge. I like this with the UFL. You get the opportunity to challenge a little bit more. Okay, I never knew that you had the Super Challenge. So what do we have here? They said that was interference. I'm surprised. That does not look like interference to me. I'm sorry. That did not look like interference. And they're allowed one challenge per game. May challenge on any field ruling, including fouls. Wow, that's big right there. I did not think that was interference. I'm sorry. Again, maybe there's a special rule. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at it. Balls at the 1 yard line. They're in a T set formation, and looks like they went right off tackle to the right and in for the touchdown. So touchdown for Birmingham. They're already up 6-0. Now I do know that when you score a touchdown, you can run or pass it in from, I believe, the 1 or 2 yard line for 1 point, 5 yard line for 2 points, and the 10 yard line for 3 points. So, but again, the old T formation, down, 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 with the two backs leading going to the opposite way, and basically the ball carrier just followed his blocking. So good job there. So, but again, 6-0 to for Birmingham. 0 for 3 for Birmingham for 1, 8 for 15 for 2. So it looks like they're going for 2 points. So they're in an empty set 2-by-3 to the right. Here comes pressure and basic rub route, and it says it's incomplete. So since it's incomplete, it'll be 6-0 for. It's going to be 6-0 for the Stallions right now. So let me go ahead and put the score up for you guys. So 6-0 for the Stallions versus the Battlehawks. So, but that interception by McCarron was a big thing right there. So, but St. Louis just has to come back and refocus. You still have the opportune time to come back and make a play. So, but it's interesting. Again, like I said, that interference, that really baffles my mind. I mean, I didn't think it was an interference. You know, if you're telling me there was enough of a impediment, I guess I did not see it. I've seen plenty of passes like that at all different levels, and you never call that. So, but again, you know, they reviewed it and they said that it is okay. So, but again, 6-0 for the Stallions right now in the first quarter. So, let me add that on for you guys too, so you know what quarter it is. All right, so there we go. Have everything all set for you guys. 6-0 for the Stallions in the first quarter. So, but again, the Battlehawks still have the number one offense, so they still have an opportune time to make plays and come back and drive down the field. And who knows? You know, they may score a touchdown and go up and get a 3-pointer, and they'll be up 9-6. So, you know, anything can happen in the UFL. That's the one thing that I do know, and that's one of the reasons why the action is so amazing and interesting and enjoyable. So, you know, wherever you are, I hope you're enjoying this. Again, make sure you guys, if you're new to the channel, you make sure you hit the like button for today's episode, and subscribe to the Hardcore Sports Network, as well as Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports. Really appreciate this. I'm going to keep bringing you great action like this, and maybe a little bit more UFL action as we go. So as we go along the season, and then the UFL championship. So, but again, they're showing the this formation. What many people don't know that I know about. This is a Holtz type of an offense there. His father, Lou, used to do the same thing with Notre Dame back in the day. Whether he did it out of the T set or whether he used a little bit of wishbone, but mostly used the T set. Same thing that they always did, old school football, which is what I'm used to. So the Stallions are ready to kick off from the 20. Ball is away down to the right of St. Louis to about the 6-yard line. And the returner has the ball, and he's brought out to the 25-yard line. So a decent return, not like he did the first time, but the Stallions made the adjustments in terms of their kickoff coverage on how to stay controlled in their lane assignments, and also keeping the runner inside, not breaking too far to the outside and then squeezing down. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Battlehawks. They have an inline tight end to the quarterback's right. Looks like where are we at? We're in 11 personnel, 2-by-1 with the inline tight end. And there's the pass by McCarron to the outside receiver. And, ooh, what's going on here? Looks like he just threw him down. But again, it looks like he ran a simple hitch route. Receiver was off. Looks like a corner was off. Looks like he was in quarters. Yeah, it looks like he ran a simple stop route. Good job on McCarron reading that and getting the ball to his playmaker, allowing his playmaker to make a play. So, is there a lot of fans like St. Louis does it? No, I mean, you're right. St. Louis does a good job. 1st and 10. Looks like it's a handback and good run. Good way of avoiding the pursuit of the defense. Picked up about 2 yards. So it'll be 2nd down and probably about 8. Looks like they're at about the 38, 39-yard line. Yeah, they're at the 39-yard line. It's going to be a 2nd and 8 for St. Louis. 5:22 on the clock. 10 seconds on the play clock. Right now, you got Kurt Menefee, Joe Clark, Brock Heward. You got a bunch right, split zone concept to the tight end. And why did he stop there? Just turn and go. Turn and go. So pass to the split zone tight end coming across out of the bunch set with the orbit around. It's going to be a 3rd and 7. So it looks like it's about the 40-yard line. If he caught the ball, maybe he picks up an extra 2 yards, helps the offense out. And he tried to stiff arm, but now we're coming out. St. Louis, 15 on the play clock, 3rd and 7. They're in an empty set, 3-by-2. Birmingham looks like they're in a cover 2. Looks like it's a screen set right up the middle. Good pickup of 1st down by St. Louis. Smart play, very simple. They're going to be off like that. You take what they give you. Whenever defense is off like that, take what they give you. That's a great call by the St. Louis offensive coordinator, Bruce Gradkowski, in terms of reading that, especially because they were so far off. Real simple. You got your lineman out, and there you go. Right now, St. Louis comes back out. Looks like they're empty again, 2-by-3. They're 2-by-3 at about the 49-yard line. And what are we doing? McCarron is gone. He's on the run. There he goes. He's breaking. And what a big play. Looks like he got down to about the 26-yard line. There's a flag on the play again. Let's see what the flag is. Let's see what's being called right now. All right, the ball spotted at the 26-yard line. Okay, they have flag on the screen, so it doesn't look like there was a flag. Okay, so no flag on the play. And Birmingham was pretty wide. I don't know what they were running. They run man free, single high man free. So, all right. So right now they're 2-by-3 empty set again. Birmingham is playing deeply off, man. Really deeply off. And McCarron was incomplete pass. It looks like I thought it was picked off for a second. All right, so we're going to go 2nd and 10. So let's see what they have. They're in the cover 2. I don't know why he's attacking the flats right there. If you're going to attack it, then put the ball to the outside. That looks like the same play that they called the interference on the other end. So I just don't understand. So the other challenge and they won, and here they didn't. They're off. Looks like they're in some type of a quarter read, and they got a simple stop right at the 19-yard line. It's going to be a 3rd and 3. So good job by McCarron. The only thing that I would like McCarron to not do so much is stare down his receiver. He keeps looking to the side he's thrown to. So the defense is reading that. So now if I'm also the OC, I pay attention to that, because then I want to get you with a pump and go right behind it. Because if they're reading that, then you want to go over set them up to go over the top. All right, St. Louis breaks the huddle. 10 seconds on the play clock. Motion in the cross. 1 by 3. Off to the left of the quarterback. And the ball is snapped. There it is. And you got the crosser. Good job. Are they saying that he's short? I'd like to see it's there. They're saying that he's short. All right. So, yeah, they say he's short. I thought he had the first down. That's amazing. Okay. Are they challenging? Is St. Louis challenging? It looked like, in my opinion, that, okay, they got a true line measurement, like I thought they did. So it's saying short by inches. Okay, so they're saying he's short. All right, so here's the play. I'm sorry, that's a first down. He made the first down based on where that marker is. I'm sorry, it looked like he made the first down. I don't know. I'm really confused. That looked like he made the first down. Okay. They're saying he's short. Okay, then he's short. Okay, I don't know. All right, so they're 2 by 2, motion across, 2 backs in, and you're going off tackle to the right. Looks like they just did a little power pick up the first down. So I guess what coach is saying, I'm not going to waste the challenge right now. I might need it later on. So if so, that's smart. So let's see. Are we doing power, or is it just straight ISO? Okay, no, it's just a straight dive. So with the offside back looping around to show give eye candy. So oh no, he didn't grab the face mask. So good call, good pickup. 1 by 3 and a bunch set and a pistol. Motion across to the left and handoff and a loss of 2 yards. Looks like it was a bad snap. And Sailors was tackled in the backfield. So McCarron looks like he's really frustrated. So, but yeah, it looks like there was a bad snap. Bad snap. Sailors just picked up the ball and ran with it. So center has to do a better job of getting that ball to the quarterback. He has to do a better job. So that's the end of the first quarter. 6-0 Birmingham. And St. Louis, when we come back, will have a 2nd and 12. So, but again, I'm really loving the action. This is a great game so far. Yeah, there's some mistakes that St. Louis is making. They're really putting themselves, the interception, the drop pass earlier, this bad snap right here. But as you can see, St. Louis's offense is pretty productive. Now, Birmingham is playing a lot of off. They're trying to read McCarron. Now, maybe that's scouting. They see that he stares down his receivers. And if so, that's why they're jumping a lot of it. And like I said earlier, if I'm the OC and I see that, if I'm the head coach, I'm telling the OC, they're trying to get a feel to jump. Save the double moves. Save the double moves for the second half. Don't get too Don't try and do it too early, because you want to save that so the defense just gets in the habit of, they jump, and then next thing you know, pop, you're right over the top of them. So, but again, like I said, St. Louis, they're in this game. They've made some mistakes. The interception, but also the pass interference that led to them getting the ball deep in their territory because they would have forced a field goal. But again, those are things right now. Birmingham is playing good defense, good overall fundamental team football on both sides of the ball. They're not beating themselves. They're just letting St. Louis, play their game and let St. Louis beat themselves, and they're capitalizing on the mistakes of St. Louis. So St. Louis has to clean that up. They have to clean that, because if I'm seeing this right here, if I'm the head coach, if I'm Beck, I'm saying to myself, we have to clean this up. We have to be able to capitalize, because that first series they could have moved down the field. Worst case scenario, kick a field goal, but they were forced to punt. You stop them, Birmingham deep in their territory, as Birmingham showed. They're going to be a little bit more conservative when they're deep. But when they get out past the 20, they're going to be a little bit more aggressive and a little bit more within their scheme. So, and then defensively, you have to pay attention. You have to pay attention to what's going on out there as far as what they're doing. What's up, Mitch? Thanks for tapping in. Welcome to the chat, John. Make sure you hit the like button. Everybody, like I said, subscribe to the Hardcore Sports Networks. Make sure you hit the notification, and always share on all your social media platforms. So, but again, St. Louis. If I'm St. Louis, I'm frustrated because we're making mistakes, but I'm also encouraged because if this is the top ranked defense versus the top ranked offense, and we're able to move the ball. And if I'm able to move the ball, that's telling me as the game goes on, I'll be able to do other things and try for certain explosive plays. And as long as our defense holds the fort, we should be fine. So, but again, you're getting the standings within the UFL. So St. Louis, 17 plays, 77 yards, 10 minutes and 33 seconds in time of possession. That tells you that they are really moving this game, controlling this game. So we got a 2nd and 13 at about the 17-yard line, 1-by-3 into motion into a bunch. McCarron slides up, and he's sacked from behind. Looks like a loss of about 3 yards. Waited too long. You should have realized, you're going to get some backside pressure. Don't read too long. Just take it and go. Because Birmingham, what they're doing is they're just playing and keeping everything in front of them. They're just keeping everything. He should have ran. He should have been going. He was trying to wait, but he should have took off and run like he did that the first time where he got that big run. And there it is. Oh, almost lost the football. So we're going to go into a 3rd and 16. It's a 1-by-3 back offset to the right. Good pressure. Swing. Oh, man. A running back option. The ball was right there. Again, Birmingham making those mistakes that's taking points off the board for them. The ball was a little bit low, but that running back option was there. And what do I mean? The back steps out. There it was right in the middle. No, it was right there. Good pass. That back had to make that play. McCarron put it there. You have to squeeze that and make that play because you had the opportunity at least to get the first down. So right now, St. Louis is lining up for a field goal. The ball is up and through the upright. So there you go. St. Louis now adds points on the board. And now it's 6-3 for Birmingham. So if I'm St. Louis, I'm frustrated, man. I'm frustrated. There's way too many mistakes right now, especially for an offense like this. They have to do a better job going forward. So, but again, these are things as a coaching staff. I'm talking to our players. Look, we're right here, fellas. We're right here. We just got to stop with our mistakes. As long as we play our brand of football, we're fine. We are fine. 6-3. And the 6 points is because of a turnover and the challenge that led to an interception in the end zone. What's up, NYG, my brother? Thanks for tapping in, bro. Really appreciate you always supporting me and always being there for me. Pretty good game between Birmingham and St. Louis. Like I'm saying, St. Louis right now is really controlling this game in my eyes. They're controlling it. They're down because, like I said, because of the interception and the interference. I did not agree with that. I did not see the interference, but they reviewed it and said it was. And otherwise, it's a close game. St. Louis, like I said, way too many mistakes. The drop pass on that first series on the smash route, the interception and the deep return, the interference that they said that, happened in the end zone. Okay, well, there's not much you can do. And then right here, drop passes when the ball is right there, bad snaps. St. Louis is not playing a good game. So, these are things that you got to clean up, as I said earlier, because you have a great opportunity right now to really control this game even more. I mean, you're controlling it in terms of yards and the time of possession, but not on the scoreboard. And that can be frustrating. Now, you can't let the frustration take control of you and get into your head and take you out of the ball game. You just got to say, as players, okay, we're making mistakes. Let's clean it up and let's go. Let's listen to the coaches. Let's trust what we're doing. So, but again, okay, they won 2 USFL championships, 27-3 in 2 years, 13-game winning streak for for Birmingham. Giddy up. Okay, that's cute. I like their little mantra talk. So, good job by Coach Holtz, for what you're doing. Back-to-back championship, and they're trying to go for 3 in a row. So, but right now the ball is teed up, ready for the kickoff. And there's the kick. It's away. And the ball is down to the right center. And there it is. Ooh, what a hit. Good fight through and returned to about the 29-yard line of Birmingham. Let me adjust the button. I'm sorry. It's the second quarter. I didn't change that there. So do apologize, ladies and gentlemen. All right. What do you guys think about the game so far? How are you enjoying the game? What are you noticing? Talk to me. Let me know what you see from this game right now. So, but again, what's going to happen here with this game? Birmingham is lined up. Looks like they're about their 29-yard line. And Martinez has them lined up. St. Louis is rolling down into a single high. They're trying to play like they're playing cover 2. And there's the middle of the field wide open. Oh, good break. Good stiff arm to the receiver to gain first down. Good pickup for Birmingham. Martinez is 2 for 2 for 16 yards. So Birmingham quarterbacks, Jamar Smith, Alex McGould, and now you had Martinez and Matt Corral. That's right. I forgot Matt Corral is on this team, man. So yeah, John, it is small mistakes that they got to clean up. But first, it looks like it's off tackle, inside zone, and he's fighting for many yards. Good job by the running back for Birmingham. Who's that? Pearson? But yeah, good pickup there. Very good pickup. Pickup of 9 yards. So it's going to be a 2nd and 1. Good run. Right now, Birmingham is showing that they want this. Birmingham is showing that they want this. Jamar Smith, he was a quarterback 2 years ago when they won. So they have 3 good quarterbacks right now. 1st and 10 for Birmingham, inside zone. Pickup of about, and he's still running. Looks like a pickup of about 4 yards. They're being physical at the point of attack. So Pearson Jr. Is that Peppy Pearson? I don't want to say it's Peppy Pearson. But good run by Pearson for the first down for Birmingham. So Birmingham is lining back up. And what do we got going on here? I'm driving right now. All ears listening to you. Oh, okay, bro. Thanks. Right now, Birmingham comes out. Looks like they're 1 by 3. Back offset to the quarterback's right. Are they going to continue to run? They flipped him. Now he's going to the right. Picked up the blitz. and Martinez avoiding the rush, good pressure, and pass thrown incomplete. So Martinez extended the play, just trying to move to the outside and threw the ball away. So it's going to be a 2nd and 10. So that was a smart play and a good job by Martinez and the offense right there. So, but right now, Coach Holtz is calling the play into Martinez. 15 on the play clock, 2nd and 10. It's a little bit over 11 minutes left in the quarter. It looks like they're 2-by-2. No, sorry, 3-by-2 empty set, 3-by-2. Martinez calling out the play. And here comes the pressure. Martinez, and he's going to be sacked. That's a big sack right there for St. Louis. Great call by the coaching staff. Great scheme. Right up the middle. It looks like he was all set. They did a great overload to the right side of the offensive line. And great job by 51, not falling for the juke by Martinez, keeping them in the pocket. And there they go. And they got the big sack. So what's it going to be? Actually, it's not Matt Corral. He's not starting. It's actually Adrian Martinez from Nebraska, Bavia, and they're at midfield. Martinez with the deep pass right down the field, and interference in the end zone. Come on, man. That was an overthrow. Defensive back panicked on that play. That's a product of the defensive back panicking on that play. So great shot by Martinez. Put the pressure on the defensive back. That's why sometimes you take those shots downfield, because defensive backs, they will panic. And it was definitely going to, in my opinion, it was going to be an overshot in terms of the pass. If he just stayed true, he did not find the ball. If he found the ball, his head was turned around, he grabbed him. It was a catchable pass. My mistake, ladies and gentlemen. It's just that he reached out and grabbed him. So, no, it wasn't. I was right. He was too far away. And if you read that right, you wouldn't have interfered. You would have seen that the ball was going to be overthrown. If you want to put your hands on just to feel the receiver, that's what you do. But right now, big play. Now this is a major mistake. It's only 15 yards in the UFL. Okay. So it's not like the NFL. So it's 1-by-3 inline tight to the left and with the back offset to the right. What do we have going on here? Is he challenging it? Coach Beck looks like he's going to challenge the play. Is he definitely going to challenge? Because if he is, he's going to lose it. I feel like he's challenging it. He's challenging the play on the field. He's challenging that it's an interference. So Larry Roundtree from Missouri. Okay. That's an interference. They grabbed both of his arms. Now, if you're saying that the ball was uncatchable, okay, maybe that's what they're challenging. But they grabbed him. You can make the argument that they grabbed him and they slowed him down so he wouldn't have gotten there. I think he's going to lose this challenge. But, hey, I could be wrong. I was wrong about the first one, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see what happens here. So shout out to the 56 in the chat. Make sure you guys hit the like button for this episode. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports and the Hardcore Sports Network. Also, always hit the notification and share on all your social media platforms. Now, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot hear it. I have to keep the volume down because of copywriting issues. So I'm just trying to see. The call stands, like I said. So I was right about that one. So it's going to be a 1st and 10 for Birmingham. So, again, since it's a 15-yard penalty, I don't think I would have challenged it. If you were telling me it's deep in the end zone, maybe I could understand that. But right here, both teams are out of challenges for the rest of the game. So, I wouldn't have challenged it. So it's in line 1-by-3 bunch to the right. There's running back, hand back to the right. and it looks like he picked up of about 5 yards for Birmingham. So, and when you hear me say hand back, ladies and gentlemen, the back was to the running back, quarterback's right. So he steps in to get the handoff, and then he steps back out to the right. That's what hand back means. And then you off of the backside, you pull someone across. They use the tight end, and then everyone on the front side is just what we call down blocking. So it looks like a pickup of 5, so it'll be 2nd and 5 for Birmingham from the St. Louis 30-yard line. So St. Louis is showing a cover 2. They're rolling 1, and they did a quick pitch to the outside. Missed tackles there, man. You had a man in position to tackle him for at least a 1-yard loss, missed that tackle, and he picks up the first down. Again, St. Louis is not doing a good job in terms of, playing this game with good fundamentals and making too many mistakes. Now, are you going to say he was short? They're saying 1st and 10. I don't know, because the other one in the first half, when they used the automated marker, they said he was short, the official true line measurement. They're saying 1st down. Okay. It is what it is. So here they come with the blitz, and good pressure, good pickup, good read by the defensive back, getting there to deflect the pass away from the receiver for Birmingham. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. All right. So let's see what's going on. What was Birmingham going to do? Martinez is getting the call. He's 4 for 6 for 40 yards. So pretty much 10 yards per pass every time. So, they were playing off. They're playing a single high cover 1. So right now they're showing cover 1. They ran a screen to the right with the action away. Good pickup, and it looks like they picked up about 7 yards. So they're down to the St. Louis 13-yard line. Now Birmingham is getting good, playing with great control, great discipline, and great confidence. So, Victor, and he landed on his head, but he got the first down. So hopefully he's all right. And 2-by-2, and St. Louis is coming with the blitz. Martinez gets sacked again. That looks like it's a good 8-yard loss there. It looks like it's a 7-8-yard loss. St. Louis is coming with the blitz. They're blitzing, and they're coming with cover 0. They're playing cover 0 behind it. So they're basically challenging Martinez. They're really challenging Martinez, and they're saying that we don't think your receivers can get away from our defensive back, so we're going to come and we're going to get after your quarterback and keep him in the pocket so we can get the sack. So, it was an 8-yard loss, so it's 2nd and 8, 6 seconds on the play clock. St. Louis has 3 sacks, and the ball is snapped. There it is. They're giving away the middle. They do it all the time. You get a great play, and then the next play you just play in zone, but you vacate the middle. Looks like he picked up about 14 yards, 15 yards. You got him deep back, and then you give up. That's a bad defensive call. That's a bad defensive call. I'm sorry. You can't do that. You still got to have somebody over the middle of the defense in a situation like that. At least keep someone there. So questionable defensive calling, especially if you're going cover 3. So right now Martinez avoids the tackle. Good pressure, and pass into the end zone, incomplete. So it's 4th down and 6. So, you allowed them to pick 12 yards. Still, now you'll put them in good field goal range. At least if you had kept him back, even if he completes something simple, maybe you keep it to a 4-yard gain. So good job by Martinez avoiding the blitz off the edge, and he slid to his left, and he tried to get it to his receiver in the end zone with a sliding catch, but incomplete. So it's going to be 4th down. So 27-yard attempt. Here's the ball kick, and it's right down the middle. So Birmingham is back up now on St. Louis by 6. It's now 9-3. So that's the only good thing about this series right now. You kept Birmingham to kick only a 3 points, so you're only within one score, 9-3. So, but again, like I said, there's some things. Again, I've been harping on it. St. Louis is not playing well in the game. They're really not playing well in this game, man. There are too many mistakes that is allowing Birmingham to capitalize on their mistakes. St. Louis has to do a better job going forward. Now you need to come down and get some type of points, in my opinion. Because right now Birmingham is going to be playing with confidence. They're going to be so confident that at least they're moving the ball on St. Louis. St. Louis is making several mistakes, and with those mistakes, they're allowing Birmingham to get points, but they're also keeping points off the board. Because remember, St. Louis has the number one offense, so it's not like they can't go down and score. But these mistakes is what's really hurting them and keeping the points off the board. So Coach Beck has to get his guys settled down and refocus so they can come in and get points on the board. Last few games, they've opened up in the third quarter. Okay, John, thank you for letting us know that, and that's fine. And you can open up in the third quarter. It's just that when you're playing the top team in the league, you want to limit your mistakes and you want to capitalize on the opportunities that you have there, because they have had some good opportunities. But again, like I said, the mistakes, the turnovers, that turnover is what's hurting them. So, but like you said, if they can settle in the third quarter and, this series right now, let's see, first of all, if they can go down and get some points, because that's the first thing I want to see. If I'm St. Louis, I want to go down and I want to at least get points. Worst case scenario, a field goal. Best case scenario, a touchdown and an extra point conversion to take the lead. So because they have the opportunity. It's not like they're out of this game. Let me see if I can find some statistics to see what each team is doing overall. Let's see. Does anyone have the UFL? Doesn't look like anybody has the UFL up. Okay, I can't find anything here. All right, the tee is teed up. The ball is teed up for the kickoff. And the ball is away to the right. St. Louis right. And here they come. And there he goes. Good return. And they've done a good job, at least on the returns. All right, so they're out to the 41-yard line. So, hello, cheerleaders. Good job. Keep everybody entertained. I'm going to look one other place to see if I can find some scores. Okay, no, I can't find. I'm sorry, not scores, stats. All right, so I can't find some stats for the game, so just have to trust they line it up and they give us the stats that I'm looking for. So, but again, St. Louis, great opportunity, great return to the 41-yard line. So, being that you're at the 41-yard line, in my mind as an offensive coordinator, I'm saying to myself, okay, if we don't turn the ball over, I'm putting us in field goal range at minimum. That's already my mindset. I'm being aggressive as a coach. I'm saying to myself, I'm at the 41-yard line, 9 yards to cross over the midfield. So what range is my kicker? If my kicker's in, if he can kick anything from say a 45 to a 50-yarder, then I'm telling myself I'm going to get myself in range at least to kick a big field goal. I don't want to have to do that, but I also will say I'm in scoring position. So. And when you get that opportune time, I'm also going to take a shot down the field or hopefully into the end zone. But if I can get an explosive play down the field, when that opportune time comes, you have to capitalize, St. Louis. You have to capitalize. Now, for Birmingham, I'm going to continue to play exactly the same thing I'm doing defensively. Keep everything in front of me for the most part, and then come up and make a play. And if they give me opportune time to get a turnover, I'm going to jump at the opportune time. So I don't want to let St. Louis get behind me. I want to make them work for the yards or work for field position to get downfield to try and kick a field goal. So, that's what I'm really looking for this series. Who's going to be best positioned? So. South right close face 50 51 X spot Saturn alert Buccaneer. Okay, so they just gave out the play. So Richie Puma 45 pump. Okay, so they're just basically giving you an in play what some of the calls are. Okay, I like that. Okay, if St. Louis scores, if St. Louis scored, would I go for one? I'm going to look at what my percentages say in terms of my extra point. Am I good at 2, or am I good at 1, or good at 3? And I'm going to play it there. They were 2-by-2. Looks like they tried to do an inside zone, bumped it back to the outside weak, and looks like he picks up of about, looks like 5 to 7 yards. Let's see. Play clock is running for 50 and county, 2nd and 2. So he picked up 8 yards. So again, like I said, looks like you might be right around midfield. Let me see. Is he at midfield or close to it? They're in the huddle right now. I can't see. Total yards 79 for St. Louis, 83 for Birmingham. So rushing yards are 44-39. 3 first downs for St. Louis, 9 for Birmingham. So they're right around the 49, so they're almost at midfield. So 2-by-2, back offset left, and there it is. There's the big play downfield. Like I said, I told you, there's the big play. You take it, boom, you make it downfield. McCarron, nice little, looks like it was a corner route or out. Is it the corner? Yeah, it was a corner, smash route corner. So there it is. It opened up the play. Oh, they did a switch route with good play. They faked like they were doing a screen, and then they slipped the receiver down. So there's the run, inside run. So that was a big play. That was big right there. That puts St. Louis at least in field goal position. So right now, you want to be diligent. You want to be smart. It's 2nd and goal right now. So that put them in goal-to-goal situation. So good job. Looks like they're going quick tempo. So they're not even getting in the huddle. What are they? They're in the inline tight end to the left, bunch right, back offset to the quarterback's right. And what is he doing? So it looks like it's a handback, and he's sneaking in. Did he get there? He's short. They said he's about the half-yard line. So what do you do right now? Are you going to go heavy and go for it? I'm going to say this. I'm focused on the touchdown right now. I'm no longer looking at the field goal. All right, so because he is short at the half-yard line. So if you stay at the half-yard line, I'm still going to go for it. I'm going to be aggressive because second half Birmingham gets the ball to start. So right now it's 3-by-2. Oh my goodness! He dropped the football. Okay, so he was 1-by-3 with 2 tight ends, a tight end and a wing, but the outside receiver to the left did a slant, and he was open. And the ball was a little bit behind him, but it hit his hands. He should have caught that. That was 6 points right there. That was there, man. It was there. I'm going for it. What's up, Wells? Thanks for tapping in, brother. I really appreciate you. So they're lining back. They're lining up 4th and goal. Exactly. So 2 minutes in counting, same formation, but now they got looks like they got a protector in the slant. So there's the run, touchdown St. Louis. So they ran they were in the same formation. They just ran off tackle to the right. Defense, what they did in terms of alignment, McCarron read that. They put a guy to take away the slant there. So what you do, you just run it because they down block to that side, and the back just read it and just slipped right outside of that. Safety came outside and he slipped inside of him. So right now they're lining up, going for a 2-point attempt. So there you go. There you go, John. That tells me they usually go for 2. So it's 11 personnel, tight end in line to the left. It's a 2-by-2 back offset to the right. Looks like they're waiting 13 seconds on the play clock. And here we go. They're about ready to snap it. And there's the back. There's the back. There he goes. And he's in for the 2-pointer. All right. Good job by St. Louis. So they just picked up 2 points. So now they're going to be up 11-9. So that's a good job by St. Louis. Like I said to you guys earlier, St. Louis has had the opportunities. The first one was that big play down the sideline for the big pass. Now they did drop a touchdown, but they came back and they capitalized. So now they go ahead and they take the lead. St. Louis now has the lead 11-9. So good job. It's a little bit over 2 minutes left in the half. So Birmingham, it has the ball. So now I will say this, because if I'm Birmingham, what I'm trying to do is see if I can get in position for a field goal, because I also get the ball to start the second half. So if I can get the ball and move out to midfield, the return is going to be key. If I can get out anywhere close to the 40-yard line, then that allows me to position myself, because like I said, it's a little bit over 2 minutes. I think they have their 3 timeouts. So they have time to move the ball down the field and at least try and kick a field goal. If you can do that, and you get the ball to start the second half, that's 2 scoring opportunities that you're going to have access to. So you want to position yourself well and see what you can do. As far as St. Louis, on the return, you want to try and keep them to around the 25-yard line and, not give up anything deep. Now, they have been aggressive at times, but, their zone just seems like they give up the middle. But when they put the pressure on Martinez, a couple of times they've gotten there. They've sacked them 3 times. Yeah, John, it is a game now. So, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. So right now, that's how, for me, each side should be playing it. St. Louis, if the time is right, be aggressive, if the time is right. But if not, try and, first of all, on the kickoff, keep the ball around the 25-yard line. Birmingham, you want to get closer to the 40-yard line. If you can move the ball down into field goal position using your timeouts or a touchdown, let's go for it. St. Louis, not give up anything deep, and, don't give away the middle so they can just run for, big yardage. At least keep the ball in front of you, and if they catch it, you make a tackle right there. If it's 4 yards, 5 yards, fine. You don't want to let them move all the way down the field. So looks like right now they're just wishing all the mothers happy Mother's Day. Again, if I haven't already said, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. You guys are the backbone to the family structure. Thank you for all you do. I hope you guys have a great Mother's Day weekend and enjoy yourselves. And make sure, guys, you take care of your mothers, and children take care of your mothers. All right, the ball is kicked and it's away. And it's to his right, and it's at the 5-yard line. So he's at the 25-yard line, and looks like he's about the 36-yard line. So pretty decent yardage. So again, like I said closer to 40 as opposed to the 25. So right now, that's a benefit in my eyes to Birmingham. So St. Louis, you have to really try and hold him. Now, if you can get turnover, St. Louis, that's one thing I would say. If you can get that turnover, get a turnover because you're going to be deep in their territory. And I think you have 2 timeouts because you did lose the challenge. So I don't recall them taking a timeout. So, but that's how they should play it. So anyone else, what's your thoughts about this game? John has been giving me his thoughts, and I appreciate it. And thank you, John, for doing that. Anyone else? Let me know. What's your thoughts if you're watching this game? How are you feeling about it? If you're either team, are you a fan of either team, first of all? But if you're not, what would you do for each team, right now? It's 11-9 St. Louis. Birmingham. Sorry about that. Birmingham now is going to have the ball 1st and 10 at about their own 36-yard line. So, how would you attack it? Birmingham, like I said, they have 3 timeouts. How would you go about this? For any basketball fans, right now, Dallas is leading OKC 66-65. Looks like it's in the third quarter, a little over 5.5 left in the game in the quarter. And later on today, you have Boston and Cleveland. So that's a little playoff basketball update. All right. So, and if you haven't already done so, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you get your merch, your UFL merch. They're out there showing the UFL merch, some really nice merchandise of your favorite UFL teams. Make sure you take advantage of that. Okay, John, let's go Dallas. I hear you. All right. So, for those of you who don't know, I'm a Knicks fan, so go ahead and boo me. I'm fine with it. So, but all right, we're coming back to action in a minute. Skip and Martinez are going over the iPads, seeing what they see, talking about what they see out there on the field. That's great coaching right there. Birmingham, 3 sacks away, 11 entering today, which was 3rd fewest in the UFL. So, whoa. That means the offensive line is not doing an overly great job, especially if you're giving up 3 sacks, almost 25% of what you do, a little over that. So it's 1st and 10, 36-yard line, motion across off a 2x2. There it is, and there's the middle of the field. I said it earlier. They're giving the middle of the field. It was an inside slant from the number 2 receiver. Single high, man free with a robber underneath. The robber went the wrong way. Oh, he went with the back, and that's what it did. It pulled him off with the back. So 1x3, back offset to the left. So they're showing single high, and they're in a zone. There's to the back, and like I said, they're picking up. Looks like he picked up of about 9 yards. Did he pick up 9 yards? Yeah, Birmingham has 3 timeouts. Clock is running, 1:25 on the clock. They're lining up. Looks like it's, 1x3 type bunch, offset to the right. And he's running again, right up the gut, inside zone, picked up of about 6 yards. So they're letting the clock run. Or did they call a timeout? I mean, the play clock is running, but the game clock is stopped. Oh, it's going. Okay, they stopped the clock to set the change. Okay, so Birmingham is doing what I figured they would do. It's 2x2 run back off right. St. Louis is showing an overload to the other side, and here they come with the blitz. There's Martinez, and incomplete pass. They were strictly in a man set, so good job by the defense there. Father-in-law is a Knicks fan. Just wish St. Louis would get a team. Yeah, you used to have the St. Louis, the Kings back in the day, the Kansas City Kings. Sorry, Kansas City did, not St. Louis. So, all right, they showed the replay, good blitz, and good hit, good clean hit. That's what I love, seeing that, and incomplete pass. So, okay. So it's going to be a 2nd and 10, 4 seconds, 3 seconds on the play clock. Looks like they were in some type of an Amoeba set. And pickup, it looks like he picked up the 9 yards. So clock is running. Timeout by Coach Holtz. It's a 3rd and 1. That's his first timeout. So smart. Oh, yeah, you're right. They did have the St. Louis Hawks. That was way back. That's way back before my time. So, but yeah, you're right. They did have the St. Louis Hawks, which eventually, they moved to Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken, which is now the Atlanta Hawks. So, but good job by Birmingham moving down the field. Like I said before, that's how you play the game. This is how these rules allow you to do that, to move down the field. Right now, St. Louis, I just have concerns with some of their concepts. When they blitz Martinez, he's not accurate, and if you keep him in the pocket, he does not connect. He doesn't. But when you play zone or if you play single high, your defensive backs or your linebackers or rovers are allowing the inside leverage, and it's giving him a clean alley to connect on the pass. So they need to do a better job. At least, if you want to align on the inside and align on the outside and jump to the inside, do that. Play some little games right there. But St. Louis is just allowing them to move down the field right now. And if they kick a field goal and then they come out in the second half, they're going to take the lead, number one. And number two, they get the ball to start the second half. So you're now allowing them to have two scoring opportunities, in a sense, a 2-for-1, kind of like in basketball. You want to go 2-for-1, get two quick scores and stop them in between that. Well, this one, the halftime will stop them, but you'll score, and then second half, if you come out and score. There's some questionable strategies by St. Louis, but great job by Birmingham to come down and execute and move down the field. Like I said, starting with that kickoff return, moved out to about the 36-yard line. Like I said, get close to the 40. You were 4 yards away, but if you push them to the 25, then it changes it a little bit more. Not saying they wouldn't move the ball, but it just makes it the strategy different. So, but let's see what happens. If I'm St. Louis, I'm either going to try and get after Martinez, or if somebody catches the ball, try and get a turnover, strip it. Or get an interception, something to that effect. So Birmingham's coming out of the huddle, 3rd and 1. 45 seconds on the game, and there's the run, and looks like there's a flag on the play. False start. It looks like it's going to be a false start against Birmingham. That's big right there. That's big because it'll push it to 3rd and 11. So now St. Louis, don't let them gain any yards or keep the yards and then force them to kick a field goal at best, because they were going to pick up that first down. That's what they were trying to do. You pick up the first down, clock starts, you're going to have 2 plays called, line back up right away, get into your other play. You still have 2 timeouts, which allows you a lot of different ways of attacking the St. Louis defense. So right now they're lined up in a 2-by-2, back is off left, motion across, here it comes. And, oh my goodness, he's caught the slant, inside leverage, like I said. They caught the inside leverage on the defensive back, and they just given him the inside leverage. Poor defense. Very poor defense. So, oh no. He was aligned to the outside. He just let him beat him across his face. Poor execution. And Martinez on the quarterback run right up the gut, and looks like it's down to about the 5-yard line, 24, 23, 22 seconds on the clock. They called a timeout. Okay, good job. So it's 2nd and 4 from about the 5-yard line. So Birmingham has great opportunity. 22 seconds on the clock, 1 timeout left, and you have an opportunity to get a first down. If you get the first down, then you're going to stop the clock to reset the change or the yard marker. Martinez, 10 of 14, 144 yards passing, 27 yards receivers. 8 completions to 8 different receivers. So good job by Martinez on today. He's playing a heck of a game. So, he's proven his mettle right here. And Skip Holtz is doing a great job of getting him putting him in position to execute. So, but right now they're lining back up. Let's see where they are. Motioning in. It was they're going 1-by-4. So go to the backside. There it is. And the pass was overthrown. So 19 seconds, 3rd and 4. I don't know what you're complaining. You overthrew him. There was no way that pass was catchable. That pass wasn't catchable. Even if it was a penalty, you literally threw it 10 yards over his head. How is he supposed to catch that? All right, so you got to be smart. You got to understand the situation. Personally, should have went to the backside because St. Louis didn't guard that. They just left single high, one man over there by himself. So go to that backside when you got 1-by-4. And Birmingham uses their final timeout. Wow. Oh, they were down to 1 second on the play clock. Wow. That's tough, man. That's tough. All right. So, 19 seconds. Because at least, worst case scenario, you get a first down and you're down the half-yard line. If you had enough time, maybe you could chance it. I mean, it's 19 seconds. I don't know. We'll never know. So, but again, St. Louis, Birmingham's out of timeouts. It's 3rd and 4 at the St. Louis. Looks like St. Louis 5-yard line. They're now coming out empty set 2-3. St. Louis looks like they're lining up. It's man motion across the 1-4, and there it is. Like I said, 1-4. They motioned across, backside slant to the tight end, to the touchdown, and there it is. That's exactly what I would have done also, because St. Louis is showing they're giving you the inside leverage on all your passes. And it was just so easy. That's like he's playing us the goal line, and he just let him get inside of him. I don't know what type of teaching St. Louis teaches defensive wise, and if worst case scenario, he should have jumped inside, forced him to go up the sideline, if anything. So touchdown, Birmingham right now, and they're going for 2. So it's right now 11-15. They're empty set 2-3, motion across, and they're handing off to the running back, and he's in for the cross. They did a jet sweep in for the extra point. So now it's 17-11. So there it is, and it's 16 seconds left in the quarter. So great job by Birmingham. Did exactly what they needed to do. They drove down the field, left little to no time. They also position themselves well that they get the ball to start the second half. And with them getting the ball to start the second half, if they're moving the ball like this, if they can go down and score again, it really puts a lot of pressure on St. Louis. Yeah, John, I'm with you. Again, there's questionable coaching calls. There's questionable player executions. But I have to tip my hat to Coach Holt in Birmingham. They're doing a great job, in terms of coaching, in terms of execution of their plays. They see what the issues are and they identify it. Like I said, same exact formation, same thing, motioned across, came right back to it. And I said the first time I would have went to the backside. And what did they do? They came back and they went right to the backside. And that's exactly what they should have done. These defensive backs are just giving them inside leverage. And St. Louis has to do a better job. The kick is away, and they're kicking it to the right at about the 14. And there's the move, and he brought the ball out to about the 35, 36-yard line. So quarterback comparisons. MVP McCarron on the year 1305, 972, 68% completion rate, 59. These quarterbacks are definitely the top 2 in the league in terms of MVP. McCarron 8 of 14, 87 yards, 1 interception, 11 of 16, 119 yards, and 1 touchdown for Martinez. So Martinez is outplaying McCarron. He's doing a good job of outplaying him. So St. Louis breaks the huddle. They're in a they're 3-1. Back is offset to the right. And there's McCarron going deep down the field. And, oh, man, he had it. And Mitchell had the pass right in his hands. That's like the 3rd or 4th drop pass today. These receivers are not squeezing the ball. They had the opportunity. The ball was right there. He squeezes it. You put them downfield on a big play. And just right through his hands, in between his arms, down his body. So, St. Louis is performing terribly today, in my opinion. 5 seconds left on the game clock. What are they doing? I can't tell. It looks like there was a penalty on the play against Birmingham. So I don't know what the penalty is. And ladies and gentlemen, I can't tell you what it is. So, oh, I see what it is. Okay, one of the defensive linemen got real handsy into the face of the offensive line. Yeah, too much popcorn. They probably partied too much. Had a little bit too much to drink last night, so they're real sluggish and totally out of it. So, 8 seconds, 7, 6 seconds. Coach, take your time out. Take your time out. Oh, okay, ball was snapped. There it is. And quick snap and down to 88. And looks like he picked up about 7 yards. So, okay, they're going to try a deep field goal. 1 second left on the game clock in the second quarter. So, they're going to at least try and get something. So, if they can get a field goal, okay. So they got the ball to their tight end, and he right to about the 43-yard line, gave himself up. So it looks like they're probably going to do a 60-yard field goal. He's going to try a 50-yard, is it a 60-yard field goal attempt? So let's see what has 61-yard field goal attempt. So, okay, so here we go. So on the left hash. And the ball's away. And the ball, it was good. 61-yard field goal. Grill, wow, great kick. So right now, that's the end of the first half. 61-yard field goal. Okay, so Birmingham. Now right there, not Birmingham, St. Louis. That, may be a little invigorating for St. Louis. Maybe that can really, inspire them to get energized and come out with a little bit more energy in the second half. So, but there you go. The ball went over the bar, and that's 3 points being added. So it's now 17-14. Birmingham over St. Louis. So really great job. So what do you guys think so far? How are you feeling about this game? Are you excited as I am feeling just by seeing that? So, I mean, that's wow. You're right, John. That's wow. These kickers in the UFL are no joke. Well, they need to bring some of them up to the NFL level because the Stallions haven't trailed at half in any game this season, and they're undefeated. So I guess that's a good sign for them. Again, I really am really enjoying the game first and foremost by both teams. Yeah, I'm rooting for St. Louis. I admit it, but what I'm seeing is, Birmingham playing some good football, being fundamentally sound, capitalizing on the mistakes of St. Louis. St. Louis has been there. They really are. If they cut down on the mistakes, they probably could have the lead in this game. So, but it's a good game overall. Great, spring action. If you love football, this is something that you want to see. So these teams are out here putting on a great show, for all the fans and all the TV viewership. So, but what's your thoughts, guys, ladies and gentlemen? Give me your thoughts. What are you looking for in the second half from both teams? In the second half, like I said, Birmingham get the ball, move downfield, see if you can score in that opening drive. Hopefully, a touchdown and an extra point. But if not, a field goal will at least put you back up to 6 points. If you're the Battlehawks, you want to try and get the ball deep on the kickoff, keep the ball on the other side of the 25 if you can, and force them to go punt the ball. If you can do a 3 and out, but even still, if you force them after 2 drives to punt the ball and you can have the ball at about your 25, then great. That's a great thing. So, but And in the second half, St. Louis really needs to clean up their mistakes. They need to clean up their mistakes. They really reduce them because they're in this game. They really are in this game. It's just that, the mistakes is what's hurting them the most. As far as Birmingham, continue what you're doing. Continue to keep playing the way you're playing. Stay confident and just not do anything that can be critically detrimental to what you guys have been doing. You've been playing great all season. You're undefeated. So come out and saying, you know what, we're going to keep playing the same exact way. In terms of the coaches for St. Louis, fix up your some of your coaching calls. For the most part, you've had some good ones. Defensively, you have to do something in terms of letting Birmingham get this inside release to cross the defensive back's face, or in a zone concept, you're just giving away the middle of the field. Do something to adjust to that. It fix it in a sense, and guys come up and make a play and don't let them get yards after the catch. If they do make a catch, come up and make a tackle. It's there for St. Louis, and it's there for Birmingham. It's there for Birmingham to move forward and add on points in this game and really extend the lead, because a touchdown right now would be big. A touchdown for Birmingham would be big. Worst case scenario, 6 points will make it 23 points. If you get another 2-pointer, that'll give you 25 points, which will actually put you up by 11 points. Yeah, you can get 9 points on a touchdown and a 3-point extra point for in the UFL, but you want to try and control the narrative, and you want to at least get into the double digits right off the bat, because then it puts pressure on St. Louis. But again, I really wish I could have the stats because I want to see what the running statistics. I believe Birmingham is big in the run game. Let me see if I can find anything online. UFL. Let's see what happens. Scores. Okay. Arlington beat Memphis. Okay, here's stats. Okay, let's see. You say stats, but I don't see anything. Oh, they're getting it ready. What'd you say, John? Stallions have the Missouri running back. Oh, okay. Okay. And yeah, they're just giving you basing stats. Yeah, McCarron, 9 of 16, 96 yards, 1 interception. He has 1 run for 23 yards, so that's why he's the leading rusher. Hakeem Butler, 5 receptions, 68 yards, no touchdowns. Martinez, 11 of 17, 119 yards, 1 touchdown. Rushing, Martinez is 2 attempts for 27 yards. And receiving, Marlon Williams is 3 receptions, 37 yards, and a touchdown. So that's pretty much it. That's all I can see in terms of stats. Yeah, by quarters, Birmingham scored 6 in the first quarter. Second quarter, St. Louis has scored 14, while Birmingham has scored 11. So, it's been pretty. For the most part, it looks like everything is pretty much balanced. It's not giving me the full range of stats that I like to go over, because I also like to look at the penalty yards, things of that nature, inclusive. But I'm still trying to find some other stats. So, but again, pretty good game for me in my opinion, though. But just give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be right back. Just 1 minute. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for being so patient with me. I really appreciate that. Um, but where were we? Yeah, I was going over the stats earlier, and I told you my what how I would play it going into the second half. Ananobi is out for the for the game tomorrow. Okay. But again, um, that's how it played in the second half. Okay, they're just showing me, yeah, the interception. You know what? When I really think about it, that interception is big because that led to the 6 points. Because if I take that 6 points away from, take 6 points away, they have 11 points. It's 14-11. You know, worst case scenario if they didn't score at that first series. So, because they scored 6 points off of the turnover. So, but again, that's what uh, Birmingham needs to do. And again, like I said, this game is real close. It's a lot closer than you would have thought. And it's showing that 61 yard. That was a good one. That thing might have been um, from looks like it might have been good from about 65 yards. So rushing yards 49, 57, 88 passing yards, 94 for Birmingham, 152 to 137 total for Birmingham, 13 first downs for Birmingham, 6 for St. Louis. Time of possession is literally even, 15-11 for St. Louis, 14-49 for Birmingham. So there you have it. There goes some of the stats that I was looking for. Thank you to Fox for at least giving me that. So, but again, I mean that's sorry. So when you look at it, like I said, this game is pretty much even across the board. And hey, these are the top two teams in the UFL. I wouldn't expect anything else. I really wouldn't expect anything else. St. Louis lost from a 64-yard field goal. Okay. So, and if they didn't lose that, then they would be undefeated. So you'd have two undefeated teams. So, hey, right now, St. Louis, they got to fight back even harder now to come away to end up with the top position in the UFL. Because ultimately that's what it boils down to. Who's going to end up with the top position? Because if you would look at this, let me see if I can find the standings in the UFL. I know they had it earlier. Standings. Okay, if I look at the standings, yeah, like I said, if St. Louis were to lose, and they're 3-0 in there, so they've already beat San Antonio. So even with a loss, they'll still be in first place, but they just have to win out. They don't want a chance losing anywhere along the line because in the UFL, you have in their division, you have St. Louis at 5-1, the San Antonio Brahmas at 4-2, DC Defenders 3-3, and Arlington Renegades at 0-6. For the Birmingham, you have Birmingham Stallions 6-0, Michigan Panthers 4-2, Memphis Showboats 1-5, Houston Renegades 1-6, 1-5. Sorry about that. So, and they have it broken as far as conference, XFL conference, UFL conference. That's interesting. But yeah, there you go. So there you have it. In terms of the standings in the conference, let me see here. Yeah, St. Louis has scored 173 points all season while giving up 103. San Antonio 127 to 104. DC has scored 112 points and given up 150. And Arlington has scored 117 and given up 153. Birmingham has scored 171 but given up 89 points. Michigan has scored 137 but given up 120. Memphis has given up 107. I'm sorry, scored 107 and given up 171. And the Houston Roughnecks have scored 84 and given up 138 total points. So that's the way this conference is broken down. So in the XFL, which is St. Louis, San Antonio, DC, and Arlington, you have the top three teams literally within two games of each other. And then in the USFL, it's Birmingham and Michigan that pretty much are the clear-cut favorites. Um, Memphis and Houston are, bringing up the rear. So, but there you have it. All right, right now they're talking to Coach Beck. First two plays, 6 yards. Last three, 22, 136, 14. I guess those are the first two drives. So, if they've done that, they figured out something. I guess they already did the kickoff. I missed it there. Sorry about that. So here's the run to the 40, and it looks like a pickup of about 3 yards. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen, that I missed the second half kickoff. It looks like they brought out to the 40-yard line. So I was so engaged by the standings. And I do apologize. But Birmingham has the ball, 2nd and 6, so they picked up 4 yards. 13 seconds on the play clock. They're at about the 44-yard line. There's another inside run to the running back. Ooh, dipped his shoulder and ran over the defensive back. Looks like he picked up of about 12 yards there, 11 yards there. So good run by Birmingham. They're already in the plus side. They're already into St. Louis territory. So he came running, and he dipped his shoulder, old school, right into the defensive back, knocking the defensive back on the ground. And a good pickup of yardage there. Good, hard physical run by Birmingham's running back. So it's going to be a 1st and 10. We have a timeout. Looks like an injury timeout. 14:03 on the third quarter. And let me update the banner. So it'll say third quarter. So we're in the third quarter already. All right, there we go. All right, shout out to the 62 that are in the chat. You guys are amazing. Just make sure you guys subscribe to the Hardcore Sports Network, as well as me, Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports. You can also reach me on Twitter. It's Skies Papa 72. That's SKYSPOPPA 72. That's on Twitter or X, however you want to categorize it. You can definitely reach me there. And chat with me, hit me in my direct messages if you have any questions, or you want to ask, you want to make any suggestions. I'm even open to that. It's perfectly fine. And let's see, there we go. All right, so I hope the young man is good. All right, so, and that's all good. All right, so hopefully, first of all, the young man is doing well. Has a speedy recovery, nothing too serious. But I'm really appreciating this game. Like I said, I really like what I'm seeing. I'm loving the action. Birmingham's playing very physically. St. Louis has to do a better job, especially in the run game. Their fits have to be better in terms of coming up and attacking the ball, the ball carrier, making sure that you don't give up those big explosive yards. And I guess you're having a baseball game later on tonight. All right, a little rain delay. They delayed the football game? Oh, okay. I don't know what that was. They said it's a rain delay. So, but there's plenty of St. Louis fans there in Birmingham. So St. Louis definitely looks like they travel very well. So shout out to them. But game is back in play. St. Louis, Birmingham is a 3-by-1 back offset to the right, motion to the left, motion to the right, and that middle of the field is just wide open. I don't know why St. Louis hasn't adjusted defensively. That looks like a great pickup of about maybe 15 yards. Is it 15? Yeah, and motion him across from the 45. Yeah, it's about 15, 16 yards. So, 16 yards. So they're at the St. Louis 29-yard line. 1-by-3, motion to the left. They ran the same. Finally, they did something to stop the completion. They ran the same exact play. They just switched it to the other side, but the linebacker deflected the pass. So, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So, good job by St. Louis. Birmingham comes back up, 74 rushing yards. Mike Rose is out, 1-by-3, inside zone. And good pickup there. Looks like he picked up of about 6 yards, 7 yards. So it's going to be a 3rd down and either 3 or 4 for Birmingham. They're definitely attacking St. Louis right up the middle of the defense. So they have to adjust. But good job by Birmingham. So they come out in a 2-by-2 offset, running back offset to the right. And they look like they're motion across to, and there's and looks like it's an incomplete pass. Martinez dropped back, then rolled to the right, and threw the pass to his receiver, who looks like he ended up tripping. And here's the replay. They motioned across. They got away with a chop block there. Sorry, they did. So, and that ball's a little behind him, hit him in the helmet and his hand. So, they're setting up for a field goal, 41-yard attempt for Birmingham. And he missed the field goal. Wide left for Birmingham. So, right now, St. Louis catches a break. Now they have to be able to come out and they have to capitalize on this opportunity. Now you got to go down and you have to at least kick a field goal. Preferably, you want to go down and you want to score a touchdown, but you have to at least kick a field goal. You have to at least kick a field goal because the opportunity is there for you to at least tie the game. So, but let's see what St. Louis does, how they adjust. So, okay. All right. So I was getting a little tweet message there. All right. So that was do I want to say look? Yeah, it was a lucky break for St. Louis, but they did, they deflected the pass on first down or second down. Second down because they ran on first down, and then on third down, defenders slipped a little bit, wasn't able to keep the pass, and then the field goal was wide left. So St. Louis now needs to be able to drive down the field and be able to score points. Excuse me. And what's that you said, John? Butler going to get a touchdown? Okay. Let's hope so. Let's hope that he can go down and he can get the touchdown for St. Louis. But let's see if they can make some plays to get downfield. That's the first thing. I'm looking for them to get downfield. I mean, that's what's most important right now for St. Louis, being able to get down the field and score a touchdown. So, all right, so here's the game flow. Everybody having fun with the football, but some great action, great great hard hitting action, um, physical play, scores, mistakes on both sides now. So, yeah, there you go. Kids at the game. There's nothing better than kids at a football game. So they have the great mindset and enjoyment and passion. So 1st and 10 at about the 31-yard line of St. Louis. They're 1-by-3 bunch with a back to the left. McCarron, he breaks away, and the ball was deflected and right into the receiver's hands. Looks like a flag on the play. Let's see what the flag is. Okay, they're in the referees are in their little huddle. So they're discussing what the flags are. They might have 2 flags on the play. Let's see. You have holding offense. You have holding defense. So the penalties are offset. Replay 1st down. So that's didn't do anything for either person, either team really. So 1st and 10. They're in looks like they're in an empty set. They're 3-by-2 empty to the running back in the flat. And there you go, ball. Looks like it's a pickup of about 4 yards. So it's going to be a 2nd and 10. I'm sorry, 2nd and 6. And looks like it's about, this says 2nd and 7. Okay, so he only picked up 3 yards. All right, 10 seconds on the play clock, 10:35 on the game quarter clock. Motion across, 3-by-1, and then it's 2-by-2, and there's a quick out to the outside, and it looks like there's a pickup of about 6 yards. So it looks like they're out to about the 45-yard line. Okay, so St. Louis broke the huddle, 13 seconds on the play clock. You're at the 45-yard line, 2-by-2, back, all set to the right of the quarterback. They're running hand back again, and looks like it's a pickup of about 6 yards. Hand back to the right, sorry. Pickup of about 6 yards, so it'll be a 2nd and 4. So good job. And they had, okay, so they made the adjustment with the tight end not letting the lineman cross his face, so he was able to take care of that. All right, so it's 2nd and 4. And there it is, and tackle for a loss on the running back trying to bounce it to the outside. He needs to do a better job of reading that. You had defensive penetration into the backfield. The tackle or the offensive lineman had his back to the outside. Should have stop and cut to, because the alley opened up to the inside. And the blocking was pushing him to the outside. He ran right into his block. All right, so it's 2-by-2, 3rd and 10. Run back to the right. And there's the pass down the field. Incomplete, 4th down. All right, so St. Louis is going to have to punt this ball now. All right, so 4th and 10 at about their 45-yard line. And Birmingham is showing that they're coming. Flag on the play. False start against St. Louis. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Move the ball back to the 40-yard line. Number 51 looks like the penalty's on him. He looks perplexed as to why the penalty is on him. Okay, so now they're lined back up for the punt. And the punt's away. Oh, he hit the ball. He bobbled the ball. Turnover. And that's a turnover. St. Louis recovered the bobble punt. Birmingham bobbled the punt, and St. Louis looks like they recovered at their own 16-yard line, or 11-yard line. That's a big turnover. That's a big turnover. You at least put them in field goal range. Oh, wow. Now it should be about the 12-yard line. That's a big turnover right there for St. Louis. He did fair catch it. Just it went right through his hands. Right through his hands, his arms, right in the middle, and St. Louis is right there to recover at about the 12-yard line. So that's a big play. That's a makeup on the turnover. So now the question is, St. Louis has to score. And personally speaking, not a field goal. When I say have to score, I mean a touchdown. This is a great opportune time. Yeah, wow, Jacob. Great job. This is a great opportune time for St. Louis to score that touchdown. So I don't know. Are they replaying this? Okay, what are you replaying? I don't know what they're replaying. I mean, I know they replay all turnovers, so it looks like to me that. Are you going to tell me he didn't touch it? I wonder, did he touch it? For me, it stands as call. It has to stand as call. That has to stand as call. Can't turn it over. Ball on the Birmingham 11-yard line. Okay. I thought he got it on the 12, but okay. St. Louis has the ball. Birmingham 11-yard line. They're 2-by-2. Tight end in line to the left. A running back offset to the right. There's a quick screen. Inside screens or slant to the left. Pickup of about 3 yards. All right, so St. Louis picked up 3 yards. And there's a play, and it says one is. Okay, the receiver ended up hurting himself, so he went out. It's 1-by-3 to the right. Running back offset to the left. Ball is snapped. McCarron is just dancing there, and there's the pass, and they say it's incomplete. Another drop pass, because that was there. That was there. That's at least, 5 passes today? 4 passes that were dropped today by the receivers. And okay, so yeah, that's incomplete. 2-by-2, running back offset to the right of the quarterback, a little motion line inside. McCarron is rolling to the right. Here's a pass to the receiver, and he's in for the touchdown. Great pass to Sailors from McCarron for an 11-yard touchdown. So right now, St. Louis is up 20-17. So what are they going to do? Are they going for 2? Are they going for 1? Are they going for 3? McCarron did a good job of breaking to the outside. The running back was there in the flat, and he was sitting by himself, and McCarron just got him the ball and went into the end zone. And I guess that's McCarron's wife. 1 by 3, tight end in line to the left, bunch to the right, running back offset to the left, to the right. Signals are called, and it was a 2-point play. And he did not get in for the 2 points, so the new score now is 20-17 St. Louis. So they went for 2 on that one, and they did not get in. So let's update the score. But again, that turnover, so now they're even on the points over turnovers, each scoring a touchdown from the points over turnovers. So that brings it back to what I call an even set, not through the score, but through the turnovers. So now the Stallions, what are they going to do? Are they going to go down and score a touchdown to really bump it back up? Or are they going to end up having to kick a field goal? What's going to happen on this drive here? So it's interesting. So, so there we go. Got the score update. All right, John. Yeah, I know you wanted them to go for 3. Yeah, the 3 would have probably put them up by 6. So, I mean, it doesn't hurt whichever way they go, because, if you didn't get it, you're only up 3 points. At least it's a field goal that can tie you right now. So, but yeah, an exciting game. I'm really intrigued by this. The way these guys are fighting through, they're not just giving up, no matter who's making mistakes. So, and this is a battle for the tops in the UFL. Excuse me. So, let me see if I can pull up the stats again. And where are the stats? Here's the score. And right now it's 20-17. I'm just waiting for the stats to come up so I can give y'all just a little update. Okay, so AJ McCarron now is 13-22, 121 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Jacob Sailors, 8 carries for 23 yards and a touchdown. Hakeem Butler, 5 receptions, 68 yards, no touchdowns. Martinez, 12 of 20, 135 yards, 1 touchdown. Ricky Pearson Jr., 6 carries, 38 yards, 1 touchdown. Marvin Williams, 3 receptions, 37 yards, 1 touchdown. So those are the stats right now that I'm able to pull up from the UFL.com website. So, all right, the ball is teed up for St. Louis. And the kicker is approaching. 6:17 left in the third quarter. The ball's away. Down to the middle. Ball caught at the 16-yard line. He's out to the 36. And he's down at about the 39-yard line. Good return by Birmingham. All right, so 1st and 10. Looks like it's going to be about at the 39-yard line. Joe Klatt is interviewing AJ McCarron while he's going over his film, looking at his iPad. So I'm sorry, that's Brock Heward, not Joe Klatt. That's Brock Heward. All right, Birmingham is lined up 1-3. Running back is offset to the quarterback's left. St. Louis looks like they're in a single high. Flip the running back to the other side. There for the protection, and pass down to the left sideline and deflected by the defensive back. The pass was underthrown. Good route by the receiver. It was a little bit underthrown and too much to the inside. If Martinez puts it to the outside, the defensive back won't be able to shoot his hands through the receiver's hand. So good pickup, 1-3. Running back all set to the left. Looks like they're in a man set. Going to run it to the outside and pickup of about 3 yards. So it's going to be looks like it's going to be about a 3rd and 7. Good tough run by the running back for Birmingham. 25 seconds on the play clock, 5:20 on the game clock in the third quarter. 20-17 St. Louis. Third down conversions, 2 for 5 for Birmingham. Birmingham comes out in the 1-3 in a bunt set to the right. Running back to the left, flipped over to the right. And there he goes. And there's a pass over the middle of the field. Looks like to Stenberger. There's a flag on the play. Let's see what the flag is. Holding offense. So that's going to bring that play back. So it's going to end up being a 3rd and 16 when we move the ball back 10 yards. All right, they're going to tell us who the penalty is on. Holding Zach Johnson, number 68 for Birmingham. And he's the right guard for Birmingham. And yeah, he held him. He held him. There's no denying it. So it's going to be a 3rd and 16. 10 on the play clock, 4:35 on the game clock. Here's Martinez slipping away. He's taking off running. And looks like he picked up 17 yards for the first down. So there you go. Martinez dropped back, slid to his left to avoid pressure, and he ran downfield and got a good pickup. Good run by Martinez. Again, I have questions about the defensive philosophy for St. Louis, man. Some of the defensive calls are very strange to me. So, but again, there we go. Flip to the outside to a quarterback's quick smoke screen to the outside receiver. Looks like he picked up about 2 yards. There's going to be about a 2nd and 8 for Birmingham. Coach Holtz is calling in the play-in. 30 seconds on the play clock. 3:25 on the game clock in the third quarter. 20-17 St. Louis. Birmingham breaks the huddle. And they're 1-3, running back to the right, flip them over to the left. And they fake the run to the running back. And now they're trying to do the quarterback skip and flip out to the outside receiver. And it looks like he picks up about 4 or 5 yards. That's a good play. It stressed the defense because how do they defend that? And it's a 3rd and 3, 2-3 empty set. And St. Louis is way off, way off. Martinez is breaking away, and looks like he got outside the one defender. He missed the tackle, and now he picks up another first down with his legs. defense is not doing a good job in terms of attacking the ball carrier. They're allowing them to get outside because you do have guys in position. The defensive back took a bad angle. He really took a bad angle. So good job by Martinez. Good run. And 1st and 10 for St. Louis. So right now they're at the 39-yard line of St. Louis. Pass was incomplete to a wide receiver slip screen. Incomplete. So it's going to be a 2nd and 10. Martinez has 4 rushes, 49 yards. That's a 12.3 average. I mean, his legs are really hurting St. Louis. Some of that, though, I will say is this. Their pass rush is being a little bit too aggressive from the outside because the middle pocket is not being able to collapse it. So their interior offensive line are withstanding the interior pressure. If they can stay together, then Martinez doesn't have an alley to run. And there's a pass again right into the middle of the field and missed tackle and a pickup of looks like it's going to be another 1st down. Looks like that's a pickup of about 10 yards. Again, I cannot figure out what they're doing defensively because they're giving away the middle of the field. And if I'm Birmingham, I'm always going to send someone right in front of Martinez's face. If he gets in trouble, just dump it off to him because they're not defending the middle of the field. You're 1 by 3, running back off to the left, running back flaring to the right, and pass to the right, and he overshot it. Incomplete pass to number 12. So it's going to be a 2nd down and 10. Martinez is 15 to 25, 152 yards, 1 touchdown. Raf, El Capitan Rafael El Fucho. Thanks for tapping in, brother. I really appreciate you. All right, current drive, 9 plays, 33 yards. 10 seconds on the play clock, 2nd and 10. Ball's at the 28-yard line, 2 by 2. And there's Martinez doing a spin move, getting outside the pocket. And what a pass, what a play. Completed. He was in the pocket, spun to his right, rolled to his right outside of contain, and threw the pass downfield to a receiver who was coming back right past the 1st down marker, and he made the play. So great job by the offensive line to giving him the time to make the play. And there it is. Looks like it's a pickup of about 11, 12 yards. Yeah, it's a 12-yard pickup. So 1st down for Birmingham. So, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter. What's up, Alex? Big Blue in the Bronx. Thanks for tapping in. So, but there you have it, 20 to 17. St. Louis over Birmingham, end of the 3rd quarter. So I'm going to change that to the 4th quarter now, even though it didn't started yet. But there we have it. We have going into the 4th quarter. Good job by Birmingham to overcome the turnover and now to move down the field, get yourself in position to at least, worst case scenario, score a touchdown. I mean, kick a field goal. Best case scenario, score a touchdown. So, and looks like for those of you following for the NBA, looks like Dallas won. Let me get the score update. Dallas will take a 2-1 lead. Yeah, they won 105-101 over Oklahoma City, the number 1 seed out west. So Dallas now has a 2-1 lead over OKC. So, but again, this game, man, it's for those of you who are watching. I hope you're really enjoying it because I'm really enjoying this game. This is the top 2 teams in the UFL. Now remember that the top 2 teams, and with the top 2 quarterbacks, and for the most part, it's a great boxing match. You know, if you want to say it's a boxing match, one came out with some good jabs, body shots, getting control early. The other came back, fought his way back. Now got the other on the ropes a little bit. Now the other got off the ropes, fought back, and there you go. This is a nice, old school heavyweight boxing matches, I like to say, each getting the best of the other. The most important things right now for each are the turnovers, one each for each other. And off of that, each have scored 6 points off of the turnover. So that's why this is a pretty even game. Whether it's statistics or in the score, each has done a good job. So, but it's a really exciting game. Birmingham at 6-0, and St. Louis at 5-1. So there you have it in terms of the UFL standings for these two top teams in their respective division, conference, however you want to categorize it. But each are doing a good job. And hey, who knows? This could be a preview of the UFL championship. I would love to see this game again, if it is for the championship, because these two teams are really laying it on the line. Now, there's some questionable things that each has done, but for the most part, it's there. So mistakes galore. So here we go. Start of the fourth quarter. Talking about the miscues, the interception by McCarron. Drop passes. I'm sorry. They're also talking about the drop passes for both teams. The missed field goal, the turnovers. You remember me talking about it earlier in terms of St. Louis with the drop passes, where you had great opportunities early in the game. Well, both teams have had the drop passes. 4 drop passes for Birmingham, 3 sacks allowed. First time for Birmingham, first time trailing entering the fourth quarter this season. Wow, that's big. That's big. So, now can they hold on? It's 1st and 10 at about the 17-yard line. Inside run. Oh, no, sorry, they got me. It's an RPO. There it is. They faked the inside run and threw it out to the outside receiver. Got his helmet pulled off. No flag on the play. But it looks like he picked up. Did he pick up 9 yards, 8 yards? It's going to be a second down. And 4:45 on 14:45. Now it's 15 seconds on the play clock. 2nd and 1 for Birmingham. Right now, more than likely, just you've been physical up inside with the inside zone. Just run it right at them. I know they're doing a bare front, but run it right there. You go. They're running it right at them, just like I said I would do. So that's a pickup of about 2 yards. So that's going to be a 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. So, and right now, ladies and gentlemen, here's what I would do. I'm running the ball. 4 straight plays from Birmingham. I'm lining up and running the ball. They can't stop your run game. You could need 5 yards. So you get 2.5 yards. That's 2 plays for a touchdown. Run it. Just run it right at them. So they're lining up. Looks like it's a 2x2. 2x2 extended wide. There it is, inside run. Again, like I said, and they got down to the 1-yard line. So they're going to be a 2nd and 1 right at the 1-yard line. Looks like it's going to be on the left hash? Yeah, they're going to be on the left hash. Line up and do the same exact thing, coach. Line up and do the same exact thing. Don't make it too complicated. You went 2x2, 2 inline tight end, or 2 tight ends with a tight end with a wing, and 2 wide receivers the opposite way. Do the same thing. They're lined up the same exact way. And fumble. They started to run. St. Louis went with the blitz, hit the running back in the backfield. Good job, caused the fumble. Martinez jumped onto the football, and it was a loss of about 4 yards. All right, good call. Hey, good job by St. Louis. You stopped it for a change. The ball squirted out, and it looks like it's probably going to be a 3-yard loss. They might mark it at the 4-yard line. So, but a good job by Martinez to read that, to identify that, and to scoop on it. So it's a 3rd and goal. All right, St. Louis, what are you going to do? Are they going to? You're in a zone. There's the inside rush, and they had someone wide open on the left side, Martinez. just dropped back, stepped up, slipped back to a little bit to the left, turned his head, and there was Marlon Williams to the left, all alone by himself. I don't know why he was wide open like that by himself, but touchdown Birmingham, 23-20 right now, Birmingham. So let's see what they're going to do. So, like I said, Martinez, you had the orbit around, or the motion across, not an orbit, motion across, drops back, steps up, styles out, and by himself. Marlon Williams was by himself. That was the man who went in motion. Nobody on defense went with him. No one on defense. So basically what happens, the two on the outside slipped inside. They're going for a 2-point attempt. They're 2-by-3, empty set. St. Louis is playing the sticks. And incomplete pass. So, but on that play, the receiver that went in motion is the man who ended up by himself. And they just crashed down from the outside in. And he went to the outside by himself. No one went with him. And there you go. He got a easy touchdown. That couldn't be any easier than that. Quarterback just had to find him and get him the ball. So great job by Birmingham to drive down the field, and they end up scoring the touchdown. It's now 23-20 Stallions. Battlehawks are going to be getting the kickoff. So let's see how they adjust. What do they do to move down the field? So shout out to all you guys, the 66, 67 of you that are here with me. Thank you guys for being here with this old grizzle coach. Yes, I'm the sexiest fat man that you'll ever know. Coach Ed Gladney. This is Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports, along with the Hardcore Sports Network. Make sure you guys hit the like button. And if you aren't subscribed to either of our channels, make sure you subscribe to the Hardcore Sports Network and Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports. Hit the notifications so that way you know when content is produced, and also share on all your social media platforms. You can also follow us on Twitter. The Hardcore Sports Network is on Twitter. You can also follow me on our Twitter X. I'm sorry if I offended anyone, just a little bit too old school or used to it. But on the Twitter or X, it's Skies Papa 73. That's SKYS POPPA 72. So that's me. You can always reach me there. Have any questions, suggestions, whatever it is, commendations, I'm here for you. Just, let me know. I'm always here to turn it on and turn it up, because that's what I love to do in sports. So, but, and for those you don't know, yes, I have coached. I have coached since 1981, many different levels, just not at the NFL or major college level, but I am well versed. I have studied and under many different coaches, and I appreciate it. So, and I love the game of football. So, have helped many young men in their career aspects, whether in football or in life. I just love it. So, but this is a great game, man. 23-20 Stallions over the Battlehawks, going back and forth. Yes, there are mistakes being made by both teams, whether it's turnovers, drop balls, missed assignments. On that one, this Battlehawks, no one went with the motion man who went into the flat. Good identification by Martinez, just moving a little bit to get there. So ideally, even if you're in a man, you could switch off on man. You could switch off. No one went with him. They all jumped inside, and it was just so easy. That just made it look like it was Deebo Samuels out there in the flat by himself. So good job by Martinez to identify that and get there and make the play. So the tee is up. The ball is teed up, and the kick is away. And the returner picks it up at about the 22-yard line. And he gets the great block, and looks like he gets across midfield or gets to midfield. It looks like he gets to, like I said, if it's across midfield, it'll probably be about the 49-yard line. So just waiting to see where they mark the. It's a great return. That's a great return. Birmingham, sorry, that's a big mistake. You cannot let them return like that because now you can play for at least field goal positioning right now. So right now they break the huddle, and those three to the right. Is it an empty or is it a 1x3? So right now it's a 1x3. Running back is offset to the left. Now he motions to the left to an empty set, and the ball is snapped. And McCarron right out to the running back, and he was out in the flat. So it's a pickup of about 2 yards because they were at the 50-yard line, 3 yards. No, 2 yards. They mark it at the 48-yard line, and St. Louis is quickly lining back up. Looks like they're going empty. They're on the left hash, so it's a 2x3 empty set, left hash mark. And right now, it looks like St. Louis is playing a cover 2 look over the top. And there's a pass over the middle. Why did he fall backwards? Should have turned it upfield. He lost 2 yards by trying to avoid the defender instead of turning it upfield. It was just a basic crosser right in front of McCarron's face. Got the ball right to the receiver and ends up picking up 3 yards. He lost 2 yards. It's 3rd and 5. That should have been a 3rd and 3. All right. Right now they're lining back up. Running back, I think, will be to the left of the quarterback. So it's a 1x3 into a bunch set, and running back flares to the right. And there's the tight end right in the middle of the field. Pickup of about 6 yards. That's going to be a first down for St. Louis. Good job for St. Louis. So looks like they're starting to pick up the tempo. They're in a bunch set. So the tight end was the point man, and he just did a sit right to the middle of the field. So good job in that very simple concept. So and good job on McCarron putting the ball away from the defender and to the outside of the receiver so he can at least catch the ball. So it's going to be 1st and 10, 2x2, pistol set, and motion across. Fake the handoff in the middle. And where was he throwing the football? And pass is incomplete. There was nobody there. They need to throw. Say it's intentional grounding. That should be intentional grounding. And he's trying to argue that there was someone there. They said no, it's intentional grounding. There really wasn't anyone there. So that's a loss of down. It's 3rd down. So how much was that loss? Yeah, it looks like it's about 7-8 yard loss. So should be about a 3rd and 17. That's a big play. And the only reason why he did that, the tackle on the outside got beat to the inside, and he had instant pressure right up in his face. So he got rid of it quickly. So because otherwise he wasn't going to get outside. It's a 3x2 empty set for St. Louis. Defender jumped across the line of scrimmage, flag on the play. So that's going to be a free play. And he tried to do a quick short play and dropped the pass, but that's going to give him 5 yards. He said it's 3rd down. I thought they said it's 2nd down. Okay, so Taco Charlton was offsides for Birmingham. So I'm sorry, I thought it was 3rd down. The referee said 3rd down before. It's 2nd down, so 2nd and 15. So right now, penalties, St. Louis 5 for 47 and Birmingham 5 for 45 in terms of penalty yards. 2nd and 15, empty set, 3x2. Looks like they're in cover 2. McCarron slide right, pass to the flat. Defender was on the ground when he caught it, but got up, got an extra 2 or 3 yards. So that looks like he picked up about 7-8 yards. So it's going to be a 3rd down. And it's either going to be a 3rd and 8. So he picked up 7 yards there. So good catch. Good control, a good way to get up. And right now, Birmingham is facing a 3rd and 8. So you need to really get a little bit closer. 3-by-1. Here comes a blitz. Pick up. Ooh, good crosser to the tight end. And a good pickup down to the 23-yard line. First down by St. Louis. That's a great play. But what made the play even better was the running back stepped up into the hole to pick up a blitz that was coming up the middle. So giving McCarron time to make this pass and get this pass down to the tight end who was coming across. And good job. Good. He beat the defender, keeping him on his backside, and was able to make a play, get his hands and catch the ball. So last 2 games, he's had 17 targets, 12 receptions, 200 yards rushing. McCarron with the pass to the tight end, incomplete. There was a straight pressure right up the middle. You're running the screen, but nobody's blocking the middle of the offensive line. Flag on the play. Let's see what the flag is. They're walking away from the offense to discuss what the flag is. Yeah, John, let's go. Let's go, St. Louis. Let's see what you can do, what you're going to do. Personal foul. Roughing the passer. That's another big penalty. That's a big play. Carlos Davis. On this drive, 2 plays, 20 yards that you're now giving St. Louis to move up the field. So I don't know what the center was doing. Oh, yeah, you can't go low on the quarterback. Okay, because I was wondering why they threw a flag. But the defender went at the quarterback's knees. If he went at the hip, McCarron got away because he gave a kick. He gave a kick. He got upset and he gave a kick. So right now, 3-by-1 with pistol, pitch to the running back to the outside, off the block, off the tackle, and in for the touchdown. Great run by Jacob Sailors. They were in the pistol. They motioned across out of the bunch set to the right, but then they pitched to him going left to the 2 receiver side and came up. Defender came up, gave him a hit, and he bounced off and rolled off of it to the left and rolled right into the touchdown. So right now, touchdown for the Battlehawks, 26-23 right now. So they blocked down, pulled out the 2 offensive linemen with the receiver, and good job by that receiver staying with his block to help him bounce off of it. Oh, that's the tight end. So he stayed right with his block and contributed to get him off. So they're going for 2 right now. So it's going to be a 1-by-3 back to the left, and McCarron back there and pass. And ooh, what a catch! Oh, they're saying incomplete. What happened? Okay, maybe he was out. Maybe he was out on the. Did he? I need to wait. He said there's a penalty on the play. I didn't see what the penalty was, but he said it was an incomplete pass because he caught it, unless he caught it out of bounds. 1 foot out. So I guess you have to have 2 feet in because the other foot was out. So, okay. So there you go. Yeah, John, there you go. Caw. But that was a great play, though. Even if he didn't catch it, that was a great play. But again, great touchdown run. Birmingham contributed into that drive. So right now it's 26-23. St. Louis over Birmingham. So the Battlehawks continue to fight back. And that's the beauty of this game. These 2 teams are fighting and they're going back and forth. So now it's going to be the Stallions' turn. They have the football first and foremost. Where are they going to get to with the kickoff? Are they going to get over or close to the 40. Remember, I said that's key. Do you get to around the 40-yard line, or are you going to be closer to your 25? Because if you're close to your 25, it makes it a little bit more difficult. Not saying you can't move down the field, but when you get closer to the 40, you only have really 60 yards to go to at least get into field goal range. But then to also, you need roughly maybe 40 yards to get into field goal range, 35 yards for field goal range, and 60 yards for the touchdown, as opposed to going 75, 80 yards for the touchdown. So right now, the field goal is going to be the biggest thing when we come back to the live action. So again, great game. If you haven't watched the UFL, I hope this is draws you win. These are the two top teams, so you're getting great action. You're getting, there's mistakes across the board, but these quarterbacks are putting it on the line for their teams. These players are putting it on the line for their teams. Mistakes galore, but you know what? You gotta love what's going on. You gotta love what's happening out there. So right now they did an all access, full access. Whatever coach was saying, I don't know what was happening out there. So, he's talking about the play to McCarron where he hit him in the lower part of the leg. So, but hey, you got the penalty. So here you go. Great action. Great opportunity to go down and score the touchdown. So it's exciting. So, and yeah, he was limping a little bit. So I do not know what happened. So I can't hear what's going on. I guess they're saying that I don't understand. I don't know what's going on because they're talking about that play. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I don't hear it. Like I said before, he caught the pass. I guess you only need 1 foot in the UFL. And if that's the case, then there was a penalty from before. So this is a 2-point attempt from the 15-yard line. So it's a 1-by-3 with a tight wing to the right, running back to the left of the quarterback. Ball is snapped. And there's the pass. And he overshot him. So it's incomplete. So score still stays the same. McCarron is still lipping a little bit. But it's still 26-23 St. Louis over Birmingham. So I don't know what happened before. Like I said, I guess it was a penalty against St. Louis, but because of the penalty, I guess the extra point was good. So if that was the case, then you leave the accept the penalty and take the points off the board, which is what they did. So so the 2-point conversion is no good. And we're going to line it up for the kickoff for St. Louis to Birmingham now in when we come back. It's 7:34 on the clock in the fourth quarter. These are the two top teams. Birmingham is 6-0. This is the first time they've been trailing in the fourth quarter. And St. Louis is 5-1. AJ McCarron, 18 of 28, 154 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception on the day. Right now, the ball is lined up at the 20-yard line for the kickoff. Yes, in the UFL, they kick off from the 20, and the ball's away. Looks like it's to the right, and the ball is out of bounds. Wow, that's a penalty. So let's see where they line up once the ball is out of bounds. So I can't do that. You just made it easy for Birmingham. You just made it easy for Birmingham. The ball's at midfield. When you kick the ball out of bounds, you put the ball at midfield. So you're giving Birmingham 50 yards to work with. So, but let's see what's going to happen right now. So Birmingham has the ball midfield, 1st and 10, 7:34 on the clock. So Martinez breaks the huddle with the offense. Running back is going to be a 2-by-2. Running back is going to be to his left. He's eyeing the field. They're on the right hash. Looks like they're coming on the blitz, inside zone, and missed tackle, but you had him in the backfield. Looks like it's a pickup of 1 yard. You would have had him in the backfield. Martinez completion of 10 different receivers. St. Louis defense, 6 sacks, 6 knockdowns, 4 pass breakups, 3 tackles for loss. Birmingham missed field goal, muck punt, 4 drops. 6 lead changes in this game. Hey, this is a great game, man. This is the beauty of football, man. Martinez has them lined back up, second, 2 by 2, running back to the right, motion to the left, and here they come. And right in the middle of the field, receiver makes the play, pickup of about 7 yards. It's going to be a 3rd and 2. So it's going to be a 3rd and 2 at about the 42-yard line of St. Louis, because they're already in a plus territory. So being that you were playing on St. Louis's side, what is the defense going to do? 3rd and 2. If I'm Birmingham, what have I always been doing? When I short yardage, just run it right up the middle. They can't stop you when you run it up the middle. Just be physical. Run it up the middle, 2 by 2. Looks like the running back is going to be to the quarterback's right, left hash mark. You're going to have a wing, though, with that 2 by 2. Motion across. Here's the inside run. And there it is, just like I said, pickup of about 7 yards. He picked it up, bounced to the left, and was able, they caved it down from the left side of the offensive line and allowed him to bounce it to the outside. So St. Louis is not able to stop. And you had a defender who was coming off of the edge who was right there. I don't know why he's going for the quarterback instead of just reading his basic principles. You have to play for the cutback, reverse, then the boot. 1 by 3 with the tight end tight to the left, motion across, false start with the offensive line. You know, it's little mistakes like that put you in a challenging position. If that defender had played the true principles, which is always play the reverse, the cutback, and then the quarterback boot, but he was flying up to go after the quarterback. But if he stays true, maybe he makes a play and stops that play for a no gain, or maybe a tackle for a loss. So it's going to be a 1st and 15 right now for Birmingham. All right, 5:20 and counting. They stopped the clock, and we stopped the play again. I don't know what they're stopping for, so it's 1st and 15. This game is really, really intense, man. 15 on the play clock, 2 by 3. And there it is, right across the middle, number 80. And he goes all the way in for the touchdown. Just a quick little slant. Kevin Austin Jr. in for the touchdown. What a play, what a pass. And you had 2 defenders who bumped into each other, man. St. Louis is not doing a good job in the defensive backfield. They're just not. He's on the outside. You had the defensive back 7 yards off. And you had 2 defenders who ended up running. If you had played them inside out, you would have stopped them, not for the touchdown. They bumped each other. And now because of that, it opened up the middle of the field and he was able to race in for the touchdown. So that's a big score right there for Birmingham. Big score right there. Now, St. Louis, though, they have time on the clock. It's 5:23. So they're going for 1. And did the RPO. They faked the inside zone, and tight end was wide open right in the middle of the field, and Martinez hit him with the pass. So right now, that's 7 points. So that makes it a 4-point game. So it's now 30 to 26. So, but again, St. Louis defensively, like I've been saying all game, man, I don't know what they're doing defensively in the backfield, man. You know, some of their schemes, it really confuses me in what they're having these guys do. And then the execution is also a contributing factor. But, you know, right now, a little over 5 minutes left in the game in the fourth quarter, and St. Louis is going to be getting the ball. So is going to get the football. So right now it's a matter of how quickly will they be able to move down the field and score a touchdown. So very, very, very exciting, man. I hope you're excited just like I am, man. You know, this is high. I mean, this is high spring level football, man. So, and just quick update in baseball news: my Yankees, lost to the Rays 7-2. So there you have it. So, but again, it's exciting. I'm loving it. I'm loving the way these teams are going back and forth. I mean, I know I'm rooting for St. Louis, but you know, this is a type of football. I love competition, going back and forth. What are the adjustments each coach and staff is going to do? The players, what do you do to adjust what the opposition is doing? So right now, let's see what AJ McCarron and the St. Louis offense is going to do coming out. Now, it starts with the kickoff. Like I said the last time, starts with the kickoff. Is St. Louis going to start closer to the 25, or are they going to start closer to the 40? 40 or even further. So every time they've done a great job with the returns, and they get it over or closer to 40, looks like they've gone and put themselves in position for the score. My man Tudo, thanks for tapping in, brother, and much love and respect. Much love and respect, Coach Ed, NYG22. Wales, greeting from Princeton. You're here in Jersey. Surprise visit my wife and my mom for Mother's Day, showing respect to them. Hey, respect. Happy Mother's Day, Mother's Day weekend to them. All the mothers out there, thank you. You guys are phenomenal. You are the backbone of the family structure. Without you, it would be very challenging to be successful. So, but now they're just showing a little replay of everything on this drive, it looks like. The movements, Martinez with his execution, and what's happening on the play. So this is all through the game. So this is through the game, so that they're showing in terms of Martinez. And that last play, that long touchdown run, explosive. So, but hey, 4 receivers with 25 plus yards for Birmingham. So that's at least 100 right there. So. That's a good thing for Birmingham. And the ball's away and to the 18-yard line with the return. And the ball is to the 35-yard line on the return. So little fisticuffs, a little scuffles, not nothing, a little chippiness out there. I like that. I'm sorry. Referees doing their job, getting in there to break it up. Offense is coming out, and Brock Heward is talking to Adrian Martinez about what's going on out there. So can't hear what's going on. He's just looking at the play right now, talking about what he saw, what was going on, and the result of the play is for the touchdown. So, but yeah, you see exactly what St. Louis is doing defensively. So. Right now, St. Louis offensively 1-3, running back to the left of the quarterback. Back is flaring to the right, and looks like he's going to get sacked. AJ McCarron is sacked. Look like it's a loss of about 3 yards. I don't know what he's looking at. The back was open in the flats to his left, man. The back was wide open. Just give it to him. That was going to be a nice little pickup. So okay, the defense jumped it on the back end, but not really. You could have still got something. He's pump faking and waiting too long. So, but now it's 3rd and 16, 2-2, inside run, good run by the running back, pickup of about 8 yards. Pick up about 8 yards. It's going to be a 3rd and 8. Right now, it's going to be about a 3rd and 8 for St. Louis. So each team still has all 3 of their timeouts, and you still have the 2-minute warning. So if you're St. Louis, you want to get the first down, but if not, you got to punt the ball. So this way, you can't be too aggressive right now. So right now, they're lining up. Looks like it's a 3-by-1. Tight end is to the left of the quarterback. I'm sorry, to the right of the quarterback. This looks like Birmingham's in a cover 2. Good pass. No, sorry. Undercut, knocked away by Isom. Cut right underneath 88. McCarron was putting the pass there with touch. It was the right read, but he needed a little bit better execution or put the ball to the outside towards the sideline because that smash route was there. Yeah, it was there. It was definitely there. Oh, okay. Okay, I see what it is. Yeah, he needed to put that towards the sideline. He needed to do a better job because the underneath man, they're lined up for the punt. And there's the snap. And the punt's away. And the ball's there at the 17. And he's brought down at about the 21-yard line. As I was saying on that play, there was a float defender, as I'll call it, who was sitting the outside linebacker or the safety, and with the back roll floating outside to the flat, it pulled him underneath that corner route. So I guess what they were hoping is that hook flat receiver defender, would jump the flat, but it was a 3rd and 8. So what that tells me, he's well coached. He's playing for anything right behind him to the flats, as opposed to shooting to the flats. He's playing so this way, you're not making it easy for the quarterback to get the ball to that flat, to that corner route or to that outcut. So good job, good defense by Birmingham. Good stop. So right now, St. Louis, you're going to need to really, really make a play. Now, if I'm Birmingham, one of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to start running the ball a little bit more. I need to run the ball so I can start the E-clock or force St. Louis to get in a position where they have to take timeouts. Now, you've been physical all game, so run the ball. Run the ball. Run the ball. If you can pick up 4 yards, you really can pick up 4 yards against this defense. Pick up 4 yards. Now, if they start to show that they're blitzing and they're filling up the gaps, you can hit them with the RPO. You can do the RPO right behind it, or you could do play action and hit with little quick slant or quick in cut right behind it, because the defensive backs just allow these receivers to get right in front of them. So, defense needs to step up. But if I'm Birmingham, I'm going to be physical in the run game, and I'm going to do simple, quick stuff. Squint passes, RPOs, and to attack them. Nothing too complicated. Yeah, I feel you, John. Come on, defense. So, but that's how I'd approach it in terms of Birmingham. One of the things that I would do is I would start pressing up a little bit more with the defensive backs, and I would press inside hedge. Or even if you show outside, jump to the inside because you expect them to shoot to the inside, which will slow down their patterns. So those are some of the little tricks, some of the little things. Don't show the same thing over and over again. Because right now I'm sitting here saying I know what St. Louis is going to do. I'm telling you guys what they're going to do. They're probably on the outside, play back a little bit off. Minimum at minimum 7 yards. But here we go. We were lining up, 1st and 10. Okay, well, they did press up on it. They're pressing up. So it's 2-by-2 motion across. They're giving an outside run. And he picked up 7 yards. You had an edge defender who forced it back inside to help, but you needed your help to get there a little bit quicker because he did what he was supposed to do in turning it back up inside. But they picked up 7 yards. So, again, there's Birmingham running the ball, eating clock. That's exactly what you do. Picked up 6 yards, 2nd and 4. So that's exactly what you want him to do. You want to eat up the clock, start eating up the clock, and force Birmingham because it's down to 2:30 and 11 seconds on the play clock. So you just sit there. 3-by-1, running back is to the left. They're going to run. Oh, they're going to pass. And there's an inside release. Inside release by the receiver. Defensive back was off. You gave him inside release. You count him down to the 2-minute warning. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This should be the 2-minute warning. So right there. Now, if you're St. Louis, you're going to have to start using your timeouts. And you're going to need to stop. You have to stop. You have to stop. I mean, the first play, like I said, you played up press, but then you played off a little bit, and I don't understand that. Stay up in a press look. Keep your defenders there. That's exactly what you want to do. So we hope that they go well. But again, now as far as Birmingham, keep doing what you're doing. You can do whatever you want. You're playing the chess match perfectly. You're moving your pieces whatever you want, whichever way you want, and you're basically taking St. Louis's pieces off the board, and you're getting in position to set up a checkmate because they're not able to stop you. So right now, in St. Louis now, there's two things you want to do. You got to stop them from getting a first down, but in the meantime, get in position and try and create a turnover. Because right now, if I'm Birmingham, I'm running the ball, or because I don't want to stop the clock. I might consider RPO if it's really open, but I don't want to do anything to get an incomplete pass because then that stops the clock and that benefits St. Louis. Right now, get the clock rolling. Get the clock rolling. It's 2 minutes. They have 3 timeouts, but they have you get the clock rolling, and it's 2 minutes and it's getting under. So, and even if they stop you, you punt the ball and you make them go the length of the field. You're up 4. So that extra point was vitally important. So this way they don't get a field goal to tie it, so they have to get a touchdown to take the lead. So right now, if you're, like I said, Birmingham, run the ball. Just run the ball. St. Louis, you better load that box. Load the box, man. And everyone get after the ball carrier, play discipline, play within your concept, and pay attention to the quarterback. Pay attention to that quarterback. He may fake it and roll out because, it's seeing what the edge defender might do in certain situations. So let's see. Tomorrow you got Michigan at DC on ESPN, San Antonio at Houston at 12 and 3 respectively. So, all right, Birmingham is lining up. 2 minutes on the clock, game clock. And they're 3-1. There it is. Like I said, you put the pressure on, they blitz. There's a timeout, 1:56 on the clock. So you stop them for a loss. Looks like it's a loss of 2. So that's exactly what you need to do defensively as far as St. Louis. Now, if I'm Birmingham, all right, I see that. If you can, let's do the same exact thing. But now have Martinez pull the football if he can. Because I remember earlier in the game when they did that, Martinez, they came right after Martinez, and they did not pay attention to the running back who slipped up inside of the defender coming hard. Here, you probably are going to expect them to go for the running back. So now I would fake the running back or do a quarterback read and then pull the football if I can and run with it. But if you can't pull it, then just give it to the running back and force them to take a timeout. So right now it says it's 2nd and 11, so it was a 1-yard loss. 21-32, 231 yards, 3 touchdowns for Martinez. So, and they're trying to pass. They're passing. There's the ball downfield. Oh, right off his fingertips. Right off of his fingertips. What are you doing, Coach? I get it. You're being aggressive. You're trying to, end that game. You're trying to put it downfield. And I'm not mad at you. Coach Ed, my wife, my kids, my family salute you and wish your wife a massive happy Mother's Day. Well, thank you, my family. And, my first wife, she's up in heaven. I salute her all the time, especially on moments like this. But thank you to you and your family, too. Nothing but love and respect to you guys. But again, that was right there. It was just a little bit off. I mean, right off of his fingertips. So was that? There he goes. He's running. Martinez. I thought that play clock was I thought the play clock was at 0. Okay. That was interesting. The play clock says 0 when I looked at it. But what happened was Martinez on a 3rd and 11. They came with the blitz, and he looked for a hole, and he ran for the first down. So he picked up, it was 11, and he picked up, looks like 12 yards. So that's going to be the game, ladies and gentlemen. That should be the game. But there they go. They're trying a motion receiver motion, running to the outside. And it looks like he picked up 5 yards, and he stayed in bounds, dropping down, giving himself up in bounds. So timeout by St. Louis. So that's going to be their second timeout. So, oh boy. Salute to you, John, also. So, I mean, it's still not completely over, but this makes it kind of difficult in terms of for St. Louis. So, but again, Martinez with his legs is what's helped them immensely in this game, man. I know he's a leading rusher. He has over 230 yards passing, but I wonder if he probably closer to 80 yards rushing, 61 yards rushing. So he leads the team 5 rushing, 61 yards, a 12.2 yard average per carry. So right now it's 2nd and 5. Excuse me. You're going to have to sell out, St. Louis. You're going to have to sell out. You're going to have to sell out because it's 1:38 on the clock. They're in a 1-by-3 set. You're squeezing it down. There it is. He bounced outside. Okay. So he stayed in bounds. He took a loss, 1 yard loss, but there's the timeout. Man, this guy is just bouncing off guys. They're missing tackles. They had him for a deeper tackle for loss, sack, however you want to categorize it. So, but that's St. Louis's the last timeout. Let's see. They're on the other side. They're on the Birmingham. Looks like they're on the Birmingham side of the 50. So it's going to be a 3rd down. So probably a 3rd and 6. This is going to be a critical play right now. Birmingham, if they make the first down, that's going to be the game. But if they don't, then they're going to be forced to punt. Now, even if they run the play and start the clock, let's say they take off probably 4 to 5 seconds. So it's going to push it down. So if they punt the ball, St. Louis is going to get it with under about closer to 40 seconds. So there's a run inside zone, and he's fighting hard for it. They stopped him. Pickup of about 3. So the clock is running. So 34 seconds. So I guess Birmingham, they're going to let the play clock run down and probably call a timeout. So it'll be about 46 seconds when they call the timeout. So, yeah, like I said, it's going to be about close to 40 seconds. Yeah, it'll be about 46 seconds when he calls the timeout. 46 seconds. So timeout, 46 seconds, just like I said. So now you punt the ball, probably gets down there roughly about 6 seconds, depending on how they return. You're going to have St. Louis having roughly, maybe unless it's a big return, about 30, somewhere between 40 and 35 seconds, somewhere in that range, give or take. But it's a 4th and 3. So they're lining up for, looks like a punt. Or are they going to, let me see, are they going to try and McCarron 18 to 29, 154, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. So it's been like that pretty much all game. Okay, yeah. So they're going to punt the ball. They're at the 47-yard line. They're bringing it in for a max protect. Ball is snapped. The ball, it's blocked. The punt is blocked. Wow. The punt is blocked by St. Louis. 41 seconds now. Now, again, they get the clock stops on the first down, but this gives them great field position. And the funny thing is, it came off the side that they brought the max protect in. Wow, they did not block that properly. Whoever was that that outside that tackle did not block. He just pushed him instead of staying with him. Wow, so that's a big break for St. Louis right now. They're at the are they in Birmingham territory? Yes, they're in Birmingham. They're at the 47-yard line of Birmingham. 3-by-1 back to the right. They got the ball to the back in the flat, and it looks like he picks up. Coach fell, knocked over. Looks like he picked up about 7 yards. Play clock has started. 35 seconds on the game clock. That block is big. That block was big. So McCarron with the call. Looks like another 3-by-1 running back to the right of the quarterback. 15 seconds on the play clock. So they're playing off. Looks like it's a cover 2. McCarron, what is he doing? Get the ball to the back. Bad sack. That's a bad sack. He's trying to look downfield. We should have got it to the back. 20 seconds on the clock. 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Now he has to spike it. 15 seconds. That was a bad. You had the back who was open in the flat by himself. He would have got the first down and gone out of bounds. McCarron was not being smart. He was not being smart. He was being. You got to be smart. You get the ball down the field as quick as you can, yes, but get the clock stopped. You lost a lot of time, and you could have had a first down. Now it's 4th and 2. Now it's 4th and 2. If you don't get this, the game is over with. So right now they're going empty. Looks like it's a 3-by-2. Birmingham is off. Just get the first down. Deflected pass, incomplete. Birmingham wins the game. That tackle infield was a big thing for St. Louis. McCarron, what he did was trying to throw it down, look downfield, but you had the running back to his right in the flat by himself. If he gets it over there, that running back gets the first down, probably picks up another 5 to 7 yards and moves you even closer. So that's a quarterback who's not being smart. Big mistake. And St. Louis all game has been playing with a lot of they've had a lot of mistakes, and they haven't been smart in terms of their approach. So good win by Birmingham. They're going to go to 7-0. Martinez takes a kneel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's the game, ladies and gentlemen. Tough loss for St. Louis. They could have definitely had a great opportunity to put themselves in position to get a touchdown. But oh well, you're going to have to look at the film. You're going to have to talk about it going forward, and you're going to have to prepare for your next game. You're still in first place in your division, your conference. So maybe you can win out and end up seeing Birmingham in the championship game, because that's the only other way you're going to be able to get them. But great game by the two top teams in the league. 30 to 26 win by Birmingham over St. Louis. Great job by Adrian Martinez. He showed that basically he is the top quarterback in the league right now. Over 200 yards rushing, about 60 yards 200 yards passing, 230 yards passing, 60 yards rushing. Great job by him. Great job by the Stallions across the board from the coaches. They played like they wanted it. St. Louis, you were right there, but you had a lot of mistakes, which is why you're in this. You're on the short end of the stick. You could have definitely come away with a great win, and this would have been big for them. But But that's going to be it right now. I thank everyone for, tapping in with me today and watching this great UFL game with me. John Cardinal, thanks. Tudo, Big Blue in the Bronx. Raphael, thanks for being there with me, man. I really appreciate you for being there. Wells, thanks for tapping in. Unpopular opinion, bro. I hope you get home safe. Mitch, Grega, John, thanks for being there. Tony Amezuka, Jacob, Daniel Berry Sports. You guys have all been phenomenal being in the chat with me. I hope you guys who were just watching and listening with me, even though you may not have tapped in the chat, thanks you all for being there. You guys have been phenomenal, 70 to 80 people all game long. And again, look forward to doing another game with you guys right here on Coach A. Gladney's Amazing World of Sports and the Hardcore Network. Make sure you guys like this episode, subscribe, and hit the notification if you haven't already done so, and share on all your social media platforms. So I'll be back again with another one, and I thank you all for being here with me. And with that said, Coach Ed, the sexiest fat man that you'll know, is out.